Gotta do it right. Watch party. Divisional round. Scouting our enemy. Oh, Lord have mercy. All this ice. So we already know both teams gonna have to run the ball. Just from the conditions. So it's gonna be a snowy, ugly game. So y'all, came to the right place, man. I know Amp is on the way. Coach Marv should be on the way. So anyway, y'all got me for right now. And we finna watch it. Want to kind of get how y'all feeling too. Obviously, after Washington upset Detroit, I know a lot of Cowboy fans, we kind of feeling upset about that because, the growing narrative is they just got out the way. We hired the people, trusted them, and we got out the way. Versus if you go look at what Jerry said, hey, we having personnel meetings on a weekly basis with our coaches. What a difference. And so it's funny that even when he said that, remember he said that, and Mike McCarthy has owned Jerry and the Dallas Cowboys, owned him up and down. He was the server of a lot of tears to us as fans as well as Jerry, but yet he had to sit down every week. So I like this because it's creating a conversation. It's putting our sins in the public. It's causing us to hopefully assess ourselves. Will it work? Probably not. Probably not. We seem like we have a family-run business that's locked in to doing things a certain kind of way. And when you kind of stubbornly go do it the way that you want to do it anyway, then even when it's all the way in your face, you go still kind of double down on what you wanted to do. So anyway, man, y'all, they just kicked the ball off, and I'm going to sit here and watch the game with y'all and kind of see the differences between teams that's at this level and us. I think this is also a game where it's going to be kind of like an evaluation of Kellen, because Kellen is likely getting ready to be the Dallas Cowboys coach. It looked like they forcing it on us. So, but the No Kellen More campaign is still necessary, because if it's doing anything, what it's really doing, and it's causing us to really look at what he was doing bad for us. So it's still worth it because it brings it to the light, and hopefully it forces us to be serious about fixing some things. So I'm gonna be right back, man. Let me do some bells and whistles on the back end, and then I'm gonna come back.
Yeah. Whoa. Ballin' like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. Yeah, I'm ballin' like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. I put in work, couldn't wait for mine. I got 9, couldn't wait in line. Game time. Locked in when it's game time. Shoot from deep like a Curry 3. And I go beast like 23. 10 toes down, glued to the concrete. And I do me, keep to myself to find my peace. Been ballin' a little bit, woke up feeling rich. Still remember days I had to grind to get a cent. Still remember days when I spent a penny pinch. Now this bank account is lit and it's up and it's stuck just like Cardi said. Same faces around me and it's hardly friends. Saying how you do it but you hardly did. Fibbing on the ground, yeah you probably is. Ballin' like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. Yeah I'm ballin' like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. I put in work, couldn't wait for mine. I got 9, when it's game time. Pull up from the logo like it's Dame time. Same zone, so won't catch me on the same time. Time is money, so I cannot give away time. On the road still, on the go still. Humble, so I keep it on the low still. Say they know what's up, but they don't really know still. See the glow up and I can't believe the glow still. Me plus me, that's a whole lot of money. Wake up in the morning, I can smell the bag coming. 3 whole years and these records keep running.
Star, I'm getting ready to have to call you anyway. Star in the building, she say, I'm gonna have to call you. She got a lot to get off her chest. Star, I'm gonna call you now because actually I need to call you because Am just told me the link not working, so I'm gonna have to send him another link. So I'm gonna call you. We'll talk ball, but that'll also help me kind of fly the plane real quick. So I'm gonna call you right now. What's up, C? I see you, JV, Chris 214 Montana, Big Sarge. Yeah. Look like Eagles. Oh my God, they just going crazy out the gate.
Hey, what's up, boss?
What's going on, Star?
Are you live?
Yeah, we live. You say you got a lot to get off your chest. I need you. We're gonna have to talk a minute because Em just told me that the link not working. That means I gotta resend it to him. So as we talking, I'm gonna be, multitasking.
Yeah, I'm just watching Jalen Hurts and I already scored a touchdown.
I know. Oh
my God. But anyway, I think, going through this time period has kind of been, obviously seeing the Commanders get to the NFC Championship before we did is quite devastating, but I think that, and it's just crazy that the Commanders take our defensive coordinator and a lot of our defensive personnel, and in 1 year, they're already in the NFC Championship. I think it shows two things. I think, one, it shows and continues to show that we like to shit on our coaches, excuse my language, but we like to take a crap on our coaches. We like to take a crap on our players. But why is it that they continue to leave and have success? The only coach that you can say left and didn't have success is Jason Garrett. But that's because everybody knew who Jason Garrett was. But the rest of these coaches, the rest of these players, even the lowest players, even players like Elvin Joseph, even players like Neville Gallimore, all of a sudden. Like, these are players where we're like, oh, they're trash or they're ass and they can't, get them off our team. But why is it that they're going to other organizations and all of a sudden they know how to play football? And I said on Twitter, I was like, our players, for some reason, are not, I said you can call it a curse, you can call it a culture issue, or you can call it both. But our players are not maxing out. Like, these same players that we had when they were playing for us, they're getting pushed out the gym. But when they play for the Rams or they play for the Commanders or they play for this person or that person, all of a sudden we see them we see them maxing out and making plays in a playoff game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this has been our story, boss, for 30 years. We have cleared out rosters. We have cleared out the coaching staff. And every time we get to these big games, when these players are with us, we can't win. Everything is just going bad. You know what I'm saying? But they go somewhere else, then it's success. And I think I got
an answer for it. For that specific thing that you just said. Before I get an answer, today's stream is brought to you by BetUS, and at BetUS you can receive 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two deposits up to $2,000. Promo code YouTube150. They also have a crypto bonus where you can get up to 250%, and you could also get your casino bonus up to 200%. So bonus. and obviously if you parlayed into running the ball, that was smart based on the conditions. You'd probably make your money on that. So my theory, Star, is on exactly what you said, just sticking to exactly what you said. What happens to our players going over to someplace else and having success versus then hitting a pigeonhole in Dallas? Well, the difference is they're treated fair when they leave. That's the difference, in my opinion. So Fowler is now getting the appropriate amount of snaps. Why? Because he was just as productive in Dallas. They just wasn't giving him his snaps. So like Noah didn't sniff the field when he was with us. Bobby Wagner is actually on the field versus we had LVE. So we picked our guys, right? So Bobby Wagner was one of those key guys that caused one of them turnovers that shifted the momentum. So if you would have had Bobby Wagner in the game versus Green Bay versus those safety linebackers, that likely makes the difference.
Yeah, I think I can agree on that. I mean, I feel like, even though I'll push back a little bit on that, because one, I think we should have gotten Bobby Wagner, because obviously that is who Dan Quinn
wanted. Yeah.
Wanted.
Yeah.
Right? He wanted Bobby Wagner. And coaches, there's just some players that they're like, this is the guy who I wanted.
Right.
I'm only pushing back a little bit, because I will say that when LVE was healthy, when we played the 49ers the first time and when we played them the second time, LVE was out there making plays.
He played.
I'm not gonna.
He played decent, but he was no Bobby Wagner.
He's not Bobby Wagner in the sense of LVE. It's the different type of build and physicality, right? I think
and
with LVE, with LVE, no, boss. You got to be honest. LVE made some key plays, especially in 2021 when he stopped Debo himself. Like
no. You're talking about one game.
Plays.
I'm talking about overall impact.
Oh, overall 10-year impact, exactly.
And even
like,
that whole year, I'm being fair to LVE. He had a decent game. I wouldn't call it great. I would call it good. But Bobby Wagner, those 2 years that Dan Quinn wanted him, was the leading tackler in the NFL.
Yeah.
Number one.
I agree with that. So, I agree with what you're saying on that. I think it's an overall, as I was saying, it's the overall impact of that player. But then I think again, like, okay, boss, we go out and we get these players, and we, like, for example, like, we went out and we got you spoke about it at the beginning of your show just now. You said Mike McCarthy handed us 2 L's in the divisional round. 2. 2014, 2016.
Yeah.
But he comes here, boss. He can't reach an NFC championship. So my whole thinking is, we had Dan Quinn. We had the guy who's in the NFC championship now. We had that guy. We had that guy for 3 years.
Yeah.
But here, couldn't get it done. For whatever, we didn't have Bobby Wagner, didn't have this, didn't have that. They couldn't get it done. But we're gonna see him go off into another program. I firmly believe if they give Mike this Bears job, I would not be shocked if the Bears are in the NFC Championship next year. I wouldn't be shocked at all, because it's a certain way that we handle these players, and I believe it's what you said, the bastards versus sons, the theory.
Yeah.
But then I have to feel like it's more though, because in my mind, boss, I feel like even if we had Bobby Wagner for 2 years, boss, I feel like he wouldn't have been the same Bobby Wagner. He wouldn't have been able to be that exact difference maker that we're looking for.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like, it saddens me, because you see these players, like we had these players. Dorrance Armstrong, he was starting for us. So with Fowler, that's an excuse for sure, because we was not giving him enough snaps.
No.
But Dorrance Armstrong, that was not the case.
No.
And look what he's doing. Like, right. Look at what he's doing.
We not pushing back at each other, actually.
No,
we more so add to each other, because
yeah, right.
This is also why I believe Armstrong is playing better. I think Armstrong is working better because now it's not given to him. You see what I'm saying? So now he gotta max out for his snaps. You know,
right? It's
so
like it's a
when
culture,
everybody gotta earn it, then they'll show up like they did
everybody's
in Detroit.
maxing out, right?
Because everybody's maxing out. But when it's given to you, then if you mess up, you know they go put you back out there, because if we pick them, we gotta play them, right? So you're not even getting the best Armstrong. So you cheat Fowler and you cheat Armstrong when you play these, you know, our guys games.
Right.
Hold on, we got us a super chat.
Okay.
My boy B Bird with the super chat said the Cowboys brand is so big and cast such a big shadow that the players go into the playoffs games hoping they don't lose instead of expecting to win. Yeah, it's a lot of distractions that we add to ourselves, B Bird. I absolutely agree with that. And I believe when I saw them before they played the Green Bay game, they also was a young team that to me was reading the press clippings. They was believing the home field advantage. It was a lot of reports in that I heard, and then I heard this from very credible sources, that they was even looking ahead. They thought they was going to run over Green Bay. And then Green Bay came in there with a playoff mentality, and we was thinking it was regular season, and we got hit in our mouth. You know, I felt at first, until Star hit me in my mouth on Twitter, I was like, this is good, right? You know what I'm talking about, Star?
Yeah.
I said,
for sure.
I said, this is good. I said, you know, we need this pressure. And then Star, can you explain what you told me? You just
I said, and I was like, when the Eagles, y'all remember the Eagles won a Super Bowl in 2017. It was a 2016 year, but they won. I think, is that right? Or it was a 2017 year? I think it was 2017 year. So Eagles won, and right after that, y'all remember we did wide receiver by committee. And you would think, okay, my division opponent just won the Super Bowl. We got a rookie, and I'm going to talk to all of y'all who say, because now you know what the new trend is, boss. Everybody's saying you need a young, athletic, mobile QB if you want to win in the postseason.
Oh God!
And that's the new thing now. We need a young, athletic QB, because they're saying, look at Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels and Josh Allen and all this stuff. So they're like, the only one that's immobile is Matthew Stafford. So that's the new trend. But I want people to think, y'all remember when we had the cheapest, youngest, most athletic QB in the division in Dak Prescott? And what did we do with it? What did we do with it?
We tagged
when it was time. Exactly. What did we do with it when it was time to go all in? When we were paying, and y'all forget, Dak wasn't a first round pick, so we was paying Dak like $300,000.
No, it was $600,000 with bonuses.
Right, we were paying Dak nothing. And so
he was the best value in football.
The best value in football. This kid ran offensive rookie of the year. You had prime Ezekiel Elliott, so that should have signaled to a front office, we're going all in, baby. We got a full window open. We're going all in. Mm-hmm. You saw your rookie quarterback go head to head with a Hall of Fame QB. You're like, okay, we've got what we need. Now's our time to go all in, just like the Commanders. You know, they got Jaden Daniels. Now's the time to really build a team behind them. They did the same thing with Jalen Hurts. Okay, Jalen Hurts, he goes to Super Bowl. Let's actually put a team behind him and see what he can do. But what our front office did was wide receiver by committee, allowed us to be 3-5, and then said, oh, let's go get Amari Cooper. And so you reacted. Thank God you had a good quarterback at that time in Amari Cooper, who came and saved the day, basically. That's the type of shit I hate when people say, oh, Dak is just not dynamic. I'm like, wasn't it Dak and Amari Cooper who carried this Cowboys team on their back for us to even have a chance to compete in the playoffs in 2018?
Right.
And then we win the playoff game, and then we go against the Rams, where Dak, that was probably Dak's best playoff game of his career.
Yeah.
And that was when we were going against the number one Rams defense. But guess what? His owners and his GM decided, you know what? We don't need to put the proper personnel in place to make sure we could stop the run. So you had a young OC in Sean McVay. He said, "Oh, I got the form. I know what we can do. Let's just run the ball down our throat." And then guess what? Historic numbers on the ground that had never been done in a playoff game. It's the same type of stuff with Jordan Love last year. We look at Jordan Love this year. We're like, who the hell is this guy? Yet last year, almost has got a perfect passer rating, best playoff performance in QB history. Got him paid. So this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about, and it's like we have changed the personnel, and people are fed up with Dak. And I realize I want to be fair when it comes to Dak. Everybody's not against Dak. I really feel like the fan base is 50-50. I feel like there are 50% of people who think Dak is year 9, get rid of him, he's not it. And there's 50% of the people who feel like Dak is it. He has not had the proper support to win it all.
Yeah,
but
I think he kind of like on the lines of where Mike McCarthy was.
Right.
I think it's
exactly.
perfectly split. Like
the fan base is just split on that, because I see people in the comments on Twitter defending that, and I see people in the comments saying excuses. He can't get it done. How many coordinators, how many coaches has he had, and all this stuff. But it's like the issue that I have to tell people is like, when we evaluate these players, you have to evaluate. You're trying to compare a player that's in an extremely toxic environment to one who's not.
Right.
And how is that fair? I feel like if you have a player that has Dak's resume in an extremely toxic environment, but you see another player who's not in an extremely toxic environment have the same results or worse, I feel like, what does that say about those two players?
The guy within the toxic environment doing the same actually has more upside. That's what it says.
That's what it says, but nobody says that. We want to just keep looking at Dak, compare him to Josh Allen, or compare him to Joe Burrow, compare him to a Lamar Jackson, but I'm like, or Patrick Mahomes. But are their front offices have owners that are going in the press and saying he needs to do more with less, and that we win as far as good as Patrick Mahomes is? I don't think we've ever heard their GM say we win as far as Patrick could take us, or the Ravens saying we win as far with his 2-5 playoff record, same as Dak's. I think maybe 3-5 now. We win as far as Lamar could take us. Like, no one says or does these things. And I feel like, boss, like our fan base, this is the type of, I say it's a spell that Jerry has cast over the fan base for 30 years. Because he has it to where constantly we have this talent, but we keep coming up short. And so because we can't remove because these players aren't it. Right. It's because this coach is just not it. And, we just get the savior that will be better off. But, boss, I feel like it's 2025, and I was like, I don't believe that there's a savior coach or a savior quarterback that is going to come to Dallas and be able to win us a Super Bowl with the way that the front office is currently operating.
Now, hold on real quick. Let me call Amp. I'm a conference y'all.
Okay.
Nah, let me call him real quick. Y'all give me 1 second.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? I got you live. So,
hello?
Yeah, you live. I got Star on the phone.
Okay.
So we go try to work through this together while you live, bro. Yeah. So real quick, we go still talk some football. I just want to. So you say the link not working that I sent you?
Not the first one, and not the newest one, and not the original.
Okay. All right. So just talk football with us real quick. I'm gonna be sending you a whole nother link. All right. I'm gonna try to. Okay. I think I got another way to figure it out. But go ahead, Star. We multitasking.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying, but I think what I was just saying was just talking about. I was talking about how Jerry.
It just went out your mind, didn't it?
Yeah, it went out. I think I remember. It's because I was talking about how Jerry put a spell. He's put a spell on the Dallas Cowboys fan base because he's had us for 30 years waiting on this savior of. Well, he's had us for 30 years where we've looked at this talent because we've had so many Pro Bowlers and All Pros and Hall of Famers. I don't know how many in 30 years, but I would say a lot. We've had a lot. But when it all comes down to it, we keep coming up short. And so because Jerry is this immovable object, the fans simply, to cope and continue to say, I'm going to be a Dallas Cowboys fan, they now just say, okay, you know, they'll bring up Jerry here and there, like, yeah, Jerry sucks, blah, blah, blah. But if we just had this coach, or if we just had this quarterback, then we could win. We convinced ourselves of that. If we just could get Lamar Jackson here, then we could win a Super Bowl. If we could just get Patrick Mahomes here, then we would win a Super Bowl. But I do not believe that there is a savior quarterback or a savior coach that is going to be able to override how this front office operates with free agency, how they operate with the free agents when they get here, how they're constantly controlling who's playing, constantly controlling, constantly dragging out these contracts and sneak this in their players and their coaches in the media for contract leverage. Like, I don't see a quarterback or a coach is going to come in here and save us from that.
No.
And that's why I think that until Jerry and Steven decide that they want to make a change at how they operate, I don't see it. I don't care if our next quarterback is Patrick Mahomes mixed with Josh Allen, mixed with Lamar Jackson. I don't care who they are. I don't think anything will change. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me 1 second because I see Amp trying to come in. So Amp, it did change. It's showing that you tried. I see that you put Amp D Sports. Okay. So don't try to come in through your computer. This time, try to come in through your phone. Let's see if that works. But go ahead, Star.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's all I was saying. I'm like, I don't think that there's this superhero that's coming to save our organization. And I'm like, listen, when it comes to quarterback play, you can't get any better than all-pro MVP type. I don't care who he is. Like, you can't, either the highest you can get as a quarterback is MVP not.
Yeah.
So, considering that we've had two quarterbacks that have pretty much played at that level, consistently, you know, throughout their careers and stuff like that, and we still wasn't even able to get to an NFC championship game. I think that they should say something because, yeah, we can get the next quarterback and he probably will be good and we'll probably win games just like we did under Dak, just like we did under Romo. But to think that the front office is just going to operate how they're operating now and that they'll be able to carry us over the hump, it doesn't exist. But I think we just as fans continue to stay in this cycle or continue to stay in the matrix because it's just what we have to do to remain Cowboys fans. That's kind of where I am at this point.
So we got you coming in through the phone. Hold on real quick, Amp. So Amp, your phone is working.
All right.
So your phone is working. So turn it to the side. So now we got Amp. It's not as fancy. It's not as fancy. So now we know your phone is coming in, but your video not coming in through your computer. So that means what we gonna have to do is we gonna have to do the show through your phone, bro. We gonna have to do the phone. Just letting you know, we gonna have to do it through your phone. You know. So come out and come in with your phone on the other link that I sent you, because I already got that link hooked up to everything else. Okay.
All
right, dog. But yeah, no, you right, Star, 100%. It's not gonna change in terms of, you know, quarterbacks go come in and save us. A lot of people believe that, but that's not gonna happen. It don't matter who the quarterback is. Mahomes couldn't win here.
Right.
Mahomes could not win in
people
Dallas.
who disagree, but I'm like, I believe that Mahomes would look like a worse version of what he was at Texas Tech. People forget Mahomes threw a crap ton of interceptions at Texas Tech. I think here it would be worse. I think Mahomes here would be like a 20 touchdown to maybe throwing like 30 picks a game. You know what I'm saying? I firmly believe that.
It's not even his play. It's to me, they would be failing everything around him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like Mahomes would not look. Mahomes right now is like the most efficient QB in NFL history, but I'm saying he would not be that under
Dallas. Our
current regime, the coaches that we've had. Like he wouldn't be that here.
And then another thing too that I honestly can't stand. A lot of our fans lie. Like a lot of our fans, you know, I just re-aired a show that I did where I proved that a lot of the interceptions that happened under Dak when Kellen Moore was the play caller was because of Kellen Moore. You know what our fans did in the comments? They still went and blamed it on Dak.
Yeah,
and it's multiple receivers that came out and said, yeah, a lot of those interceptions was because of communication with us. We messed up Dak.
Right.
But you know, we want to blame Dak so bad that even with facts, they still go turn around and still point at him. So it's like the only good thing about even this Kellen Moore situation is that for the first time in a long time, most of us agree. You know, and this is one of the things that I actually can't stand about Kellen Moore. When Dak was getting blamed for them interceptions, did he ever come out one time and say partially that was my fault?
Nope, not ever.
Did he one time?
Kellen would be the first person to throw Dak under the bus, to be quite honest.
Yeah. He never. Now Dak was taking all the knives. He was taking all the swords. He was taking all the bullets. Everybody was pointing at Dak because remember, because of those interceptions, people was talking about, do we need to trade Dak? Remember that? It was a lot of noise on getting rid of Dak. You know, because of those interceptions, and they was overselling it. Like they was overselling that he's a problem. Look at these interceptions. He's regressed. They were saying all of that.
Yeah. It sure was.
Yeah. And Kelly never stood up one time. And this is the thing that I hate. Just keeping it real. I think a lot of the mainstream media want Kellen back because they want to repeat that. They want to repeat the drama. They do. They want, because see, when it's a lot of drama, the ratings are good. So I think they want to repeat that. Right. They want a system.
Rage bait.
Yep, it's going to be rage bait. So it's like, we want a system that's not ideal for Dak, because then we go turn around and blame him anyway.
Right. And that's why they're paying it. They keep saying, because remember, if you look at all the media who is caping for Kellen, they're saying it's because Dak is so close to Kellen.
Yeah, close to Kellen.
And Dak is so close to him.
Close to him.
And that this is the best season. This is the best guy for him. And you know, look at the numbers and all of this type of stuff. They're trying to say that Kellen is the only guy that can save Dak, right? Because not that Dak had an MVP season last year or anything like that, but Kellen is the only one that can save Dak and that can get him back on track, and that's what they want. And they want to be able to say that, and if Dak don't get it, oh, wow. But they say if Dak don't get it,
D. Smith got killed.
It's a crazy hit.
And then he did what you're supposed to do. They gonna throw a penalty on that. No, that's supposed to happen when you cross the middle. You supposed to blow him up like that. I hate this modern NFL where you can't knock that ball out by any means necessary.
Exactly. This is real. And see, Ahkello Witherspoon, that's a guy that I wanted. We could have got for cheap.
Yep, I wanted Witherspoon bad. I've been wanting Witherspoon for the last 8 years. Real talk. Ever since.
And he's cheap. He's so cheap.
And
like
he always been cheap. Big, long. Yeah, I've been wanting him since he was at Colorado with a Woozay.
Yep.
But anyway,
but yeah, I mean, it's just
yeah. So going back to Kellen Moore, he never took the bullets. Now Dak was taking all the bullets, so he could have easily came out and said CeeDee Lamb didn't cross the face versus Green Bay. That was CD fault.
Right.
He could have easily said that wasn't on me, man. I got to throw the ball with anticipation. That's how this offense works. CD got to make sure he in the right position. Did he do that even one time?
Yeah.
Dak didn't do that one time. Yeah, he took all the bullets.
He never threw him on.
And then, Bobby Bell came out and was like, this week, he was like, and remember when Dak was talking about those interceptions, he said it didn't quite happen like that. He wasn't going at Mike McCarthy. He was going at the media because they was inflating the story of Mike McCarthy sitting down with him. The story
of what Mike even said or did, because the media was making a huge deal about that interceptions. And they kept asking Mike about it over and over. But we forget, Mike McCarthy actually was when it came to those option routes, Mike McCarthy would always have Dak's back.
Yeah, he always did. He said, I saw it like that. He said, did you see it like CeeDee Lamb saw it, or did you see it like Dak saw it? He said, I saw it like Dak saw it. He said, you got to throw that ball with anticipation.
Exactly. Mike would say we should. If Dak throw a pick, he said, I didn't like the play call. I shouldn't have called that. Like, Mike never threw Dak under the bus when it came to those picks. Kellen Moore, on the other hand, Dak throwing picks, he ain't saying nothing. Oh, Saquon gone again.
Yeah, we watching the game at the same time.
But this is the type of stuff that we're talking about. Like, does Dak Prescott have that? He got that. Let me get this guy one carry and he's going straight to the house. Touchdown.
Yeah. And then I got us another super chat. My boy Q said, look at the teams left. It's not about the QB or offensive line. It's about having a run scheme, good deal, and running back is a must. Exactly. And DTs in playoffs are drafted, not FAs. Facts, bro. Let's kind of, while we waiting on Amp, because Amp is almost with us, let's switch to the topic of Kellen, if you don't mind. Star, what you think gonna happen with Kellen? Hold on, Star. It's a short in my. Say something.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, it was a short. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah, if I was a betting woman, I think it's gonna be Kellen Moore. You want to know why? Because I was like, the Commanders winning yesterday. I think that's another coordinator, because you know how everybody says, Jerry regrets so much that he let Sean Payton out the door, and Sean Payton could have been, we could have won a Super Bowl with him here or whatever. And I feel like he done let Dan Quinn out the door, and now he's looking at Dan Quinn. And I think Jerry he's going to convince himself that Kellen Moore could be the coach that got away. And so I think he's going to hire him for those purposes. I think he's also going to hire Kellen Moore because it's becoming more and more apparent that they're trying to build the good old boy, like you said on Twitter, Boss. I saw your post, the good old boy, former Dallas Cowboy player Avenger team.
Yeah, that's
and
what
I'm like, or as the
Jason Garrett good old boys.
Right, the J.C. Garrett good old boys, so they trying to bring back all of these former players and make them coaches and stuff. And I just feel like who's gonna go along with that but Kellen Moore?
Yep.
Like who's going along with that? I don't see Sala doing that. I don't see Glenn or Aaron Frazier or Bill Belichick or Dion. I don't see those coaches saying, "Yeah, I'm just gonna come here and coach for Witten's 2-year succession plan, and I'm gonna let you pick my whole staff."
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna take an incentive-based contract. Like, who's gonna do that but Kellen Moore? Like,
Right.
so that's why I think if I had to bet money, our head coach is likely gonna be Kellen Moore. If it's not Kellen Moore, I would be happy, but I would also be shocked.
Nah, I mean, I'm all in on the no Kellen Moore campaign.
Me
for
too.
a couple of
Me
reasons. For a couple of reasons.
Mhm.
Even though anybody can see that they really trying to force Kellen on us, they trying to prepare us for it. This is the main reason we all should still be continuing that campaign, because the mainstream media are not going to really bring up enough the real reasons to why Kellen Moore offensive system let us down. So
Right.
if he's going to be the coach, it's best for us to shine a light on the issues that he's having now and the issues he was having back in Dallas.
Yeah.
You know, so it's because if we don't, then we go get that no identity offense again. It's going to trick people again, because people fail for it because it puts up big numbers against weak opponents. But then when you get to a team that know how to disguise, and that's going to confuse Dak's weapons, then it gives us problems. Or if you run up on a team that has just as much talent as Dallas, his offense falls flat. So, and then you find yourself fighting these people because they always talking about, in 2021 he was number one in this and he was number one in that. Is they get blinded by the macro. They get blinded by the helicopter view. Right. They can't see the details.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's the helicopter view that keep tricking these stat nerds, you know, and they look at and then they come look at how he's feeding Saquon right now. It's like, you could have did that, dummy. Like, it's like, bruh, like he put Saquon behind a top 2 line in the league. Like, bruh, you can do that. Is you telling me that's great play calling?
Exactly.
So
it's like that's
in a leader of men,
yeah,
I would rather have Witten than Kellen.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty much on board. I know people talk about don't bring Schottenheimer or what. Listen, I'm pretty much on board with anybody but Kellen, because I think that Kellen is not. It's like, because Kellen can grow as a play caller, or whatever. I think people are going to get blinded by what he's doing here in Philly. Because it's like, guys, look at the personnel. Like, is he going to have the personnel here to run the ball like he's running the ball with Saquon?
Watch it. It's going to make me want to practice list.
Yep. Exactly. Like, you really think he can manage personalities like Micah? Like, I just don't see it. You need a coach there's so many different personalities in our locker room that I'm like, you got to be able to manage and handle. And I don't see these guys looking up to him as Dak don't. Dak sees Kellen as like a peer, as a homie. Like,
they call him Kale.
How are you going to get the best? Right, like, how are you going to get the best out of your players when they don't have that reverence, that fear, that respect for you?
Right.
I think they respect Kellen like as a person, but I'm saying as a head coach, this is a guy that you want to amp you up when you're going in the big games. Is this a guy that you can really trust? No, because every big game y'all been in with this man, he screwed the pooch. So you're supposed to have confidence in him?
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
This is a patchwork.
And I definitely don't. Exactly. It's patchwork. And I just don't see Kellen Moore being paired back with Dak and trying to stick to the run game or anything like that. Like, I don't see that happening. I think Dak would have to override Kellen.
Right.
You know, it's like Dak would have to be like, I want me a running back. And I'm going to give whatever Kellen call. I don't care what he call. We're running the ball. Like, it would have to be an override. But as we've known Dak, he's not much to really. I don't know if Dak really overrides play calls when it comes to checking in those runs and stuff like he should.
See, they call them kills.
Yeah, like absolutely not. No, I just. Ooh, this guy's Kyron Williams is running, but yeah, I just don't think that. I don't think Kellen is the man that you want to come here and flip the culture.
No,
he is a guy that is going to drop the soap. And
he go drop the soap.
Jerry.
Yep, Jerry gonna be able to have his way.
Do whatever you want to me.
Yep.
Exactly.
He go drop the soap.
Like that's really why we don't want Kellen, because we know
he go drop
if Kellen come in here,
he dropped.
Jerry is going to tell him.
Jerry's the coach.
Tell him right. Jerry's going to be the coach.
Yeah.
You see, even if you get Jason Witten, I know Jason Witten is kind of like Jerry's son, but Jason Witten does have like a certain attitude about him where
at least he has a presence. Back. Yeah, like
exactly.
We can. Me and DMV was talking about this. We was having a real good discussion on this. Me and DMV yesterday, and I was like, bro, if you want to make the case that Witten is toxic, yes, I can see that.
Yep.
I can see where you can make that case, but at the same time, we could also say Witten is one of the few players that had the nuts and authority to go up to Jerry and Steven and say you wasting a pick. So we can look at that two ways, right? We can look at that like Witten is toxic, which it was, unless you just a Witten apologist. Nobody should be able to go up to the front office and just say you wasted a pick. But it's also the fact that it's showing that Witten had the balls. You know what I mean? Like he had some.
Right.
So if we able to.
Yep.
If we able to, I'm going to open up the phone lines in a minute, the Good Hoodie channel. I'm going to open up the phone lines in a minute. But so I can look at this two ways. I'm like, bruh, I'm not going to worry about all this. He a high school coach. I'm more so worried about who is the guy that can truly be the CEO. Because if you're trying to put Kellen Moore as the CEO, that's not going to probably expire me. But Witten, I said this to DMV yesterday. I said, this is the thing about Witten. We might not like him on some of the toxic stuff that he did, but none of us can doubt how tough he was. And you could turn on this tape and say he was an example. You know what I mean? You could turn on the tape and say he caught everything. He was where he was supposed to be. He was physical and he didn't come out the game. So on a CEO coach, I would be like I'm going to say it like this. I want to get your thoughts on this. Like, who will be the person that you could look across from if you're on the field and they could actually check you? Kellen or Witten? Witten.
Like, it's Witten all day long.
All day.
Like, it's no. I mean, you just look at Kellen. He's not there yet, boss. Maybe. Maybe Kellen can get over the years, like maybe in his 40s and 50s, he'll get more of a presence. Yeah. But Kellen still gives that I'm very much a kid. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. That's why I feel like Jerry also go hire him, because he knows I can control this guy. I can control his every move, and he's gonna allow me to. Yeah. And when you have a head coach like that, players are going to be doing whatever the hell that they want to do, because nobody respects or is scared of him.
And I'm so sick of that.
Kellen's smart. The hell they want to do.
He's smart. That's why I want him. He's smart. It's like you want to put a substitute teacher in front of our team.
Yeah, it's a substitute teacher. Like, if you want to kill, that's why the fan base is united, because hiring Kellen Moore is going to kill the fan base.
Oh,
Now, of course, the content creators, we're gonna try to make it work and try to come with solutions and stuff, but it's clear. Like the fan base, we don't unite on nothing. But one thing we have united on is no to Kellen Moore. So it's like, all right, Jerry, like we really like this head coaching thing is going to be so serious. And I was in a space last night with Nix, and she works for Dallas. I think Morning News. Her name's Dia Wells, and she was saying like it just I forgot my train of thought, but I just think that with Kellen Moore, like it's just no. We're not going to be able to get to where we need to get to with this man at the helm. I don't see it. And you got to have somebody that can be able to better lead, because we need somebody that can shift the culture.
right.
Kellen Moore is not a guy who's going to shift the culture. He's not. He's not going to shift anything. And to put us, it's like, how many more careers are we going to waste in Dallas, Boss? You know, somebody tweeted yesterday, they were like, Tyler Biotish is going to an NFC championship before Tyron Smith and Zach Martin. Like, let that sit in. This is a guy, Tyler Biotish is a guy, everybody was like, we got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
He's not good enough.
Yeah.
He's not good enough. But yet, this is what I'm talking about. Is Randy Gregory as good as Michael Parsons? Hell no. But the very next year, guess who's in the NFC Championship? Randy Gregory. Guess who's at home on the couch?
Right.
Michael Parsons. Like, how many more careers are we going to waste in Dallas? That's what I wonder. Like, how many more All-Pro, Pro Bowl careers are we going to waste here because our front office doesn't want to put it in? Because everybody's tired of Dak. Y'all don't have to worry, guys. Once Dak's contract is fired, he's out of here. I do not believe Dak is going to re-sign another contract in Dallas. Unless we win a Super Bowl. Okay, but if not, Dak will be gone. And with him will be CD. And with him will be Michael Parsons. So we're going to get a whole new regime in probably, 4 or 5 years.
So
but Yeah, go ahead.
I want to just flip the topic. And then I'm going to take some calls after this unless you got something else. What does Kellen Moore need to do to actually have a chance with us? I got some answers to that. I want to hear yours.
I mean, what he needs to do, number one, is show that he values the run game. That's what be the number one thing for us. Do you value the run game, Kellen? Because if you value that, and we know that you can really stick with the run, especially, and you've gotten better in situational play calling, then it's like maybe we can rock. Even with these aggressive option routes, we don't want them, and hopefully the players speak up about limiting them or whatever. But I think we can work with the guy who says, you know what, guys, I realized when I was with Dallas, I just didn't have a value for it, but I realize the value for it now, and I've gotten better in that situation. I would say number two would be a guy that shows us that he can have some type of control over the locker room as it comes to what you would call discipline and all that other type of stuff. Like, if Kellen comes in here and he bringing his staff and they running a tight ship, and we see the guys actually performing in big playoff games, then of course we're going to take the heat off of Kellen. We only have the heat on Kellen now because what we've seen from him and what we're still seeing from him is that he really hasn't changed much at all. And we feel like that if he called plays better in 2021, if he called plays better in 2022, we wouldn't be the laughing stock of the NFC as the only team that hasn't reached an NFC championship in decades. So that would be my thought.
A couple of things that I would say about Kellen that I think can make him better. I would say number one, keep the option routes, keep the aggressive option routes, because it worked, especially on weaker teams, or it worked on teams that kind of was stagnant and didn't show a lot of looks. If you don't show a lot of looks, that option route system is going to kill you. Just like, remember when he ran that option route system or that no identity offense on Philly? but they had a stagnant defense. They didn't show a lot of disguises. Those option routes went 24 or 24.
24, right? He lit him up like a Christmas tree.
I don't want people to just totally
give up and say out, no option.
There's some benefits to Kellen. I would want him to add a layer to his offense, though. The layer that I would want him to add is I change gears. If these option routes not working, I'm also going to be able to pivot to my playmakers. You know?
Right.
Or in these big games,
targeting the playmakers.
I'm a target. Yeah, because see, a lot of people don't really understand that his system is basically a system that takes what the defense gives them. So that means the defense dictates where the ball goes. So
exactly.
So if you show doubles on Amari, his system is gonna say, don't go at that.
Don't go to Marv. Right.
That's why your number ones are so frustrated in his system. AJ frustrated. Amari was frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Because because Kellen is the star. He don't have stars. He's the star. His play calling is the star.
Right. His scheme, his system.
His system is the star.
As the playmaker said, it's scheme now.
Yeah, it's scheme
so it's
now.
Like his scheme.
Yeah, he said they go try to get these ball wonders is what he said. So they can pay less players. That's exactly what the playmaker said. He said so they can pay less players.
System against system.
Yeah, system against system now. So that's what Kellen represent. But if he builds a matchup system to his offense,
build a layer, another layer.
He could be great.
Oh yeah.
Like people think I hate Kellen. No, I hate that you don't have a changeup. I hate that you don't have a curveball. If you had a curveball, y'all would be like, Boss, I thought you hated Kellen. Well, I did until I saw his system able to target his stars. But as long as you go into the San Fran game and Amari don't get his targets, and then CeeDee Lamb don't get his targets, and Zeke don't get the ball when Zeke was hot, and Pollard don't get the ball, and you over here targeting Schultz, it's like,
right.
So that would be
we don't want you.
My second thing, Kellen need to work on. Kellen, you need to hit the weights, dog. Like, it's a reason why Sean McVay is rocked up and he getting swoller and swoller by the year. It's a reason why Dan Campbell is rocked up and still look like he can play some football, because presence matter. You're around here with man breasts, but you expect me. Star, I'm being all the way honest with you. I work with an NFL trainer. You know what he told me?
What?
I'm being all the way honest. Because I used to play football with him. You know what he told me, Star? He told me straight up. He said, Boss, if I'm putting you around all these NFL athletes, you got to hit the weights, bro. He said, they go take you serious when you in shape, bro. He said, you got to get in better shape. He said, you still going to be out here. I'm still going to invite you out here. But when I call you to the circle to give some of these guys some advice, they got to see that you formerly used to play. You don't look like you played. Now, so the same advice I'm saying about Kellen, I was told. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, nah, it's real. You over here got some man breasts and a dad bod, but you gonna be the leader of men. And every one of them dudes got big necks and veins popping out everywhere, and you around here with man titties. Man, get out of here, man. Ain't nobody respect you, kid, boy. Hit the weights, man. You around here, yo.
Hit the gym.
You around the gym all the time, man. Hit the weights. So, I did have one more thing.
Okay.
What are some things that could actually be better about Kellen?
Like ways that he's grown, or just like something that general ways that what he could bring to the table that we think could be good for us.
Yeah, it's like, because, you know, a lot of people would mistakenly think that we just hate Kellen. But it's like, what about Kellen is good? I want us to present balance. What's good about Kellen?
Yeah, I would say Kellen's scheme, the reason why we was winning so many games and stuff like that is because Kellen, like you said, his scheme works until he faces a team that has equal talent as his.
Or a D
or
coordinator.
until he faces a really smart D coordinator. And that's where Kellen has to take the next level.
Right.
He's got to get to the next level to where he's like, I'm not going to allow you. Because right now it's like, Kellen, your scheme gets punked around.
Right.
When, like we said, when you're facing the real talent and all this type of stuff, or equal talent, you're getting punked around, man.
Yep.
And it's like, no, it's not always, of course, because let's not act like Kellen's team hasn't beat winning teams. We can't do that to him, because yes, we did.
Yep.
In 2022,
it has.
We was winning.
Right.
In 2021, we was winning. So let's not act like he can't beat winning teams, because that would be bullshit.
That's right.
But we're saying,
That's
like,
fair.
in these tough games, we need you to be able to make the proper adjustments, Kellen, and to come out on top. And right now, you have not shown that you can do that. Another good thing I will say about Kellen, just in general, is that he is very young. Kellen's only 35 years old. So that new, fresh ideas and stuff, I do think he could bring something to the table. Because we never have seen Kellen really in this position where it's like, okay, it is slightly intriguing to see who would Kellen, how would he build his staff? Who would he build here? If he was the head coach, how would he lead this team? You know what I'm saying? I do think that he's probably got some young, fresh ideas that could actually help, elevate. I do think that, and he's got a lot of more energy, I would say, left in the tank as a young guy compared to a more seasoned coach.
Right.
So, those are things that I think that, Kellen can bring to the table. But it's all about, he just got to really up, I think, his leadership presence. He needs to up his leadership presence.
It's trash.
And he needs to make tweaks. He needs to make tweaks to his scheme. Not an overhaul, because it's not terrible.
He needs to add a layer to it.
Tweaks.
So
right. He needs to add a layer to his scheme.
These are the things that I say that are positive currently about Kellen Moore. To me, what's positive about, and before I get into this, today's stream is brought to you by BetUS, where you can receive 150% bonus on your first deposit and 125% on your next two deposits up to $2,000, promo code YouTube150. BetUS is also giving out a casino bonus up to 200% and a crypto bonus up to 250%. So it's more than one way to make money off your football knowledge. Consider BetUS if you're trying to come up off your knowledge. The two things, if we talking about the good things about Kellen, the good thing I would say about Kellen is, to me, the fact that he now has had and sat under multiple coaching trees. I like that. I like that he not like Jason Garrett, who mostly was in only two organizations, Miami and Dallas.
Right.
So when the fact that you was around, the Chargers organization, there's some things you could have picked up from them that you currently wasn't doing in Dallas. I like the fact that you are in a place that forced you to run the ball, because even the fact that you was obviously very pass happy with us, Philly could have actually developed a gear in him where if he have to run the ball, now he got epic reps at doing it. That is a positive thing. You know what I mean? Whether it was his vision or not, he had to do it, so that skill set could still be there. I like that. So it's the fact that him moving around could have added a dimension to Kellen, to where even our concerns might not be as bad because of his experiences. So it's one of those. I agree with that too. Yeah. So I don't want people to think that Kellen is just all trash. It's a lot of people that did Mike McCarthy like that. They couldn't say one thing good about him, not one. Everything with no. If there's some balance to start now, we can identify the good parts of him. My last good part to him is that he's known for his intelligence. People trust his mind. Now, I don't quite agree with that I don't quite agree with that part, but he has a reputation of being a lover of X's and O's. I think you can build on that. I think he has a Tony Dungy demeanor. Like, so to just say you have to be a rah, 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 rah. No. Tony Dungy didn't have. Now, they played hard for Tony Dungy. They did. He ain't have no soft, weak teams, but he also didn't have a rah, rah demeanor. So I see some positives in him. It's just that I don't think a lot of people are doing a good enough job of what I would say cross-examining Kellen. They just you know how
they're just looking at I get what you
they just passing them. They just pass. They not talking. They just everything is good. Pass them on through. Like, if you don't talk about
everything is good, just looking at blanket stats, and you can't do that. Like,
they just pass it on through.
You gotta really look at stuff in detail. And really question him. Like, really question him and see where is he grown and stuff like that, instead of just saying, oh, you get an A because when you was with Dallas you had the number one offense, and you get an A because you're the number one rushing attack now with Philly. Like, no.
Right.
They just gotta do a better job at that period. But
see, the last thing I'm gonna say about Kellen, then I'm gonna take some calls. Star, thank you for helping me hold it down. And Amp, he's still trying to come in. Amp is in here. Amp, I thought you gave up, bro. Hold on real quick. I thought Amp gave up. Hold on real quick. He texting me now. Hold on real quick. I just saw Amp was sitting in the queue. Hold on real quick. But the thing that I hate about this is what I hate that nobody talking about. Most people not talking about how the receivers was calling out Kellen.
Right.
See, most of the people not talking about how Turpin clearly said that he playing faster because the system is not as complicated. Amp, I see you, bro. I'm finna get you in. Hold on real quick. Start. Hold on. It's a short in my wire. Say something. Amp, I'm finna get you in, bro. Say something, Star.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. It's a short in my wire. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say that's another thing too. Like, these young guys could not see the field under Kellen, and we want a wide receiver. But I'm like, bruh, if Kellen come with this aggressive option route,
you ain't gonna.
And these guys don't.
You ain't gonna see them.
They're not gonna see the field, and we can't have that.
Right.
Like, we can't have another setback with somebody like Tolbert and Turpin because they just cannot get the language down. You gotta think of somebody like Mingo too. Like, we got many of personnel where can they run these aggressive option routes, Kellen? Like, the aggressive option routes worked with two wide receivers that we had, Cedric Wilson,
right,
and Amari Cooper.
Right, and I know where you're going. Explain why. I know where you're going.
With Cedric Wilson, he was a former quarterback.
Right, that's why it worked with him.
So it worked with him perfectly. And then you have Amari Cooper, where his IQ was just through the roof. So
so it worked
for
with
a while
him.
we didn't even know. Didn't even know Kellen was running no aggressive option route system. It wasn't until CD became the number one, and we kept being like, "Why? What is going on? Why is it always seem like Dak CD? It's like we be doing good, and all of a sudden Dak throw a pick because they're not on the same page." And that's when we realized CD is not the best. And I'm not saying CD is not elite, because he is, but he is not the best at reading option routes.
Right.
That's just not his forte as a football player. And so that's also what we're worried about, because guess what? We just committed to CD. He's going to be our number one for years to come. And it's like, is that the best system for CD to go back into?
It's not the best system for CD. He is not as and we're not saying that CD is dumb. He's just not as smart as a Marv. That's a big difference.
Right.
Because CD was a lot of times in the wrong place, and he was causing some of those
wrong
interceptions.
Place consistent. Exactly. So we're like, that's not the best system for him, or Turpin, or Tolbert.
So basically, you got to make sure that you get the pick right. If you see, you can get the pick wrong and mess them up. That's the problem with Kellen Moore that people ain't talking about. That let's say if you get a Savion Williams, or let's say you go get a Tech, right? Or you go get like any one of them top receivers. If they ain't a former quarterback, they gonna struggle under Kellen.
Right, they gonna struggle. So if Kellen coming here, they better make sure that they're asking the right questions and really gathering information on their mental processing, because it's gonna be regress, but it's a total disaster. That's why we say no Kellen Moore, because I can see it going downhill quickly. Because if you could imagine, if we get Kellen and he's doing this aggressive option route, and guys like it's still confusing CD, Tolbert, Turpin, and then our new wide receiver, Dak is gonna look bad next year.
Yeah, Dak is gonna look bad. He gonna look bad. He gonna look
real bad. And our people are already out on Dak. They already saying Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in the NFC.
I know.
And Dak is nothing to him. So you better believe if we come next year and Dak is throwing picks all over the place, people not gonna look at the why, because they don't do that with Dak. You see how Dan Orlovsky, he said Dak was ass, and then now he's looking at Jalen Hurts, and now he's trying to break down how no one's open. Like now you can see that in this team, no one's open. But that's exactly what they're going to do to Dak next year. They're not going to look at context. They're going to just say Dak throwing a lot of picks, get rid of him. So
I appreciate it,
no,
man. We got
no Kellen Moore, but I appreciate you.
You held it down greatly with ease. Listen, with ease. And so let me get Amp going, and then I'm gonna get the phone going. If you got anything that you want to add, you know to hit that chat and say, "Boss, something else just popped up in my brain," and we gonna get you back in here, okay?
For sure. All right, boss. I'll keep listening in.
All right, thank you. That was Star, man. She killed it as usual. All right, Amp, we got you, bro. We had to work miracles today, huh, bro?
God damn. Bruh, if it was not pressing times, dog, and it was not a super hot topic at hand, Ant would have gave up. But I just want to let y'all know that is my pure commitment, not only to the Dallas Cowboys, to all the executives, to all the playmakers, because look, we have to get this right.
That's right.
We got to get this right. Like there's no way that we can just sit by as innocent bystanders and watch this team unravel before our eyes. No, we can't do that. So, hey, it's important. We're watching their chosen one, the assumed prodigal son, the golden boy.
Right.
And we're going to evaluate and we're going to analyze.
Yeah, and that's what we do.
But I'm going to put this on the record.
Okay.
I'm going to put this on the record.
Let's go.
Boss, you have been so masterful in your work in the initial exodus of Kellen Pookie Moore. I just want to let you know, dog, I support you 100%. Y'all see what time it is.
That boy went out there and purchased a hat. No Kellen Moore. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Y'all know Amp, man. Come on now.
Hey, you know the worst part, Amp? This dude is likely still finna be our coach, bro.
I know.
But see, I want to explain this. It's still a worth it campaign, though. It's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because what we doing is we drawing attention to the exact reasons to why it didn't work. Because see, the old media, legacy media, they just giving them a pass. They just like, and they lying. They over here like, Dak is familiar with him. Oh, y'all gonna leave off all those interceptions that happened because of Kellen Moore. Y'all gonna just leave off that important detail? Let me play this clip real quick, and then we gonna keep jiving, and then we can talk about the games.
The worst person is Kellen Moore, by far. Like, people forgot that Dak had the most interception in his career under his offense. Did we forget that? Did we forget that these receivers were saying his offensive system was too complicated? Did we forget that?
So this whole Dak intercept, that's the storyline right now. What do you say to this whole Dak interception number narrative?
Dak delusional, pay attention. pay attention, Dak Delusion. I saw you lying on Dak in the comments. I need you to pay attention. I need you to, I need you to pay attention, Dak Delusion. I need you to listen.
Like, if you look at it, a lot of it was on us.
Oh, okay. A lot of it was on who? See, a lot of y'all like to still blame Dak for them interceptions, and he clearly said what?
A lot of it was on us.
Okay, so was it on the receivers or was it Dak?
Look at it. A lot of it was on us as receivers, not being on the same page, But the communication part, that's where it comes into play. Like, I feel like if we were always on the same page, understand that I will have to cross face on this play instead of taking a regular angle. That's 2 picks right there. That's taken away.
Bro. That's what y'all want.
That's what y'all want.
Is this your king?
Is this your king, dog?
Is this your king?
Boss is just talking. He's just a Negro YouTuber.
See, because a lot of people seem to think that, Kellen Moore has turned over some sort of new leaf. But, see, we did extensive research, and Boss led the herd. So you look at it, he went to LA, and what happened? Hit the want button, Boss.
I got you.
And then he went to Philly, right? And at the beginning of the season, he was what? And it wasn't until they made that individual lay down in green pastures that he got it right. But see, the thing about Kellen Moore is...
Hold on, wait, before you go, because you said that so fast, I found the evidence that I said we needed to find out. Remember I told you we needed to show people that he was made to lead with Philly. He
lay down in green pastures.
He was made to lay down. Let me show y'all real quick that it was early season pressure on him to run the ball. And we was used to it. We was laughing at this app. Check this out. Is this it? I think this it. No, that's it. That was when he was undressing. Hold on real quick. I know where it's at. Keep talking. I got you.
Okay. But yeah, he was made to lay down in green pastures. And so what a lot of people have to understand and realize is Kellen is a very intelligent individual. And he's smart enough to know that his rope in Philly is not nearly as long as his rope in Dallas. So he is still what you call in the probationary period. So yeah, you're going to get his best behavior. See, he's not an uncontrollable dog right now. Oh no. He is on his best behavior because he knows that leash is very short.
You spitting, dog.
Ain't nobody saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, dog, I've been ready for this, dog. Yeah. I ain't just get a cute little hat, you know what I'm saying, to come in here and look fly. Even though I think I do myself, but it's substance behind this dog.
Ugly as ever. However, you down to the socks.
Did you say to the socks, dog?
Hey, to
the socks, dog.
Let me show.
To the socks, dog.
Cooled you down to the socks,
dog. How you know? That's my dog.
Hey, watch this.
That's my dog.
I got it ready. Here we go.
Let's go.
I'm a little bit discouraged by a guy by the name of Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore and some of the things that they're trying to get accomplished offensively. Because when you got that offensive line, you get an opportunity to put a team away. You friggin' do it, Pete.
It was a terrible decision. They got away from the run.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to run the football. Mike says they should have pushed it twice. I think you can run it any kind of way with that group and get the first down, get out of there with a win.
I'm more concerned about the Eagles defense. Vic Fangio was supposed to come in there and they got all the assets and money tied up into that.
They was on Kellen head earlier this year about running the ball. So then a lot of people trying to act like Kellen just, like he just came, like he just evolved to this running coach. Now he was made to sit down in green pastures. They was having a lot of identity issues early in the season. Nick Sirianni sat him down and said, hey man, I don't know what y'all was doing over in Dallas, but we're a running team over here. And it ain't gonna be no playing with that homeboy. And he adjusted. It ain't finna be no playing with that young man. You finna run the ball. And like you said, he adjusted, Amp. I knew. And
yeah.
So go ahead though.
Man, it's so beautiful, bro, because everything that we've been talking about, everything that we laid out, it's happened. So when we see it, it ain't no questioning or second guessing. We already know what it is. We calling it as it's unfolding. Bro, you did low key 2 years of work behind this, dog. Like for real. Like the videos I sent you this morning, 2 years old, bro. I mean, I know he wasn't here this year, but I mean, even prior to that, we had done extensive work. Cause what? McCarthy had him the first 3 years of his tenure?
Right.
And only the last 2 was he somewhat able to do the things that he preferred to do. So,
right,
bro, this dude's a fraud, man.
Right.
Like, and I'm even hearing people saying now that he's a better option than when you went back and looked at them shows. I ain't calling no names. Like, this ain't the time for that. But there was some people in there who was absolutely against Kellen Moore who have a much softer tone now, and I can't get jiggy with that, bro.
Yeah, I can't either. At first, I was open to it, but then I'm smelling something nefarious on that. It doesn't. It has a smell of trying to be first. It has a smell of trying to be I told you so, versus really what's best for the squad.
See, that's it.
Because like,
what's
don't come with me like we just gotta hope that Kellen has evolved. Nah, I ain't gotta hope that shit. What I gotta do is see it. If I don't see if AJ over there angry, which I predicted, I should be concerned. Because we saw Amari over here angry. Right.
Angry.
And we see hold on real quick. Let me just remind people one more time, bro. Let me just pull one more clip, bro. Go ahead real quick while I pull this clip out.
My bad. But yeah.
I didn't mean to put you
I really wish Coach. No, you're good. I just really wish Coach was here because, bro, in the chat, executives, I know y'all remember this epic night where Boss Cowboy did a show about Kellen Moore, the untrainable dog.
Yeah.
And so that night I was in the bed listening, and then I'm, participating in the chat, and then I see Keystone, and then I see Coach hop up in there. And so I'm still commenting in my bed, and people like, get in there, get your ass in there. I was like, man, I'm in the bed. And so this is outside. This is detached. And I said that night. And I literally got up out my bed, threw something presentable on, came out here, cut the heat on, just because I felt that compelled, because everything that was being said, all of the evidence, I was like, man, hey, you know how it is sometimes, like, hey, y'all having too much fun. I got to get in on this. And it's not that we are celebrating his deficiencies, but we want to highlight it to show you that you pair his deficiencies with the controlling aspect of the Jones family, with their misled principles. Yes. You marry those two together, and that's what you get. Right. What you get is us falling short. What you get is us not being able to win a divisional round game.
It's fact.
That's what happens.
That's what
it's
happens.
Not that we're celebrating. Oh my! Nobody hates Kellen.
No,
I can tell that he's a very bright individual. I just said that, but it's like, dude, what you were doing is a detriment to the team because you love it so much, and they're loving the fact that you loving it because that's the type of game they want. Little do they know, if they want to hoist up 6, they'll revert back and take care of the things they need to, put that ball on the ground and be a more physical team.
Yeah.
But see, the issue is, and you've heard this phrase, and it gets misconstrued a lot of time, but Jerry and Steven's love for money is the root to this team's evil.
That's right. See, you went deep right there, because it comes down to one of the main reasons why not just Jerry and them, but a lot of coaches want to talk to Kellen, because they are drunk over their system at Boise State. Because Boise State was a system where they didn't have top tier athletes, but they was winning a lot. So if you're able to have a system that's able to win, but you don't have to depend on stars, it goes to what Michael Irvin said. This is why they want these so-called boy geniuses. Remember he said that? Mm-hmm. So it can be system versus system. See, you don't have to listen to Amp. You don't have to listen to Boss. Listen to the Hall of Famer. That's exactly what he said. So this is, yeah, he's right. This is about money. Because if you're able to have receiver by committee where your coach is the star, not Amari Cooper, then you can pay him less.
Back to the decision ahead on Amari, his usage, not just production, but in terms of how often he was targeted, even when he was on the field, it was down. Mm-hmm. What do you make of his relative lack of involvement, especially for someone who's got the contract of a number one wide receiver?
I just think it's an offensive philosophy.
So he asked him why was his targets down. He said it was an offensive philosophy. Whose offensive philosophy, Amp?
Theirs.
Kellen Moore's. It was Kellen Moore's offensive philosophy.
Kellen Moore's.
He telling you straight up, it was Kellen Moore's offensive philosophy on why Amari didn't get the proper targets.
Offensive philosophy. The skilled players that we had, between Kellen and Dak, where you threw the ball. And depending on how the defense played you, it would point the ball to certain places where, hey, if they're going to double over here and they're going to double over the top over here, then that's going to dictate that the ball goes here.
Boss, can I ask you a question, sir?
Yeah, let me read this real quick because I got to sum this up and then you got it. So when they wanted to take away these threats, all you got to do is show looks to the top threats. And then Kellen's system is going to abandon that his top threat. Steven just said it. Did you hear that out? He clearly just said it. He clearly just said. That was going to be my question.
Go ahead. For the folks in the back, what I was going to ask is, what is wrong with aggressively taking what the defense gives you? Because you got to understand, there are some people who might be new to Boss Cowboy Sports, might not know Amp, weren't around when you did the work. So what's wrong with that? Because you say, well, if you aggressively take what the defense gives you, then you always got something to get, right?
No. What you're doing is you then pushing the ball to your role players versus your stars. That's the problem with it. The defense then dictates where the ball goes. So if you're a smart defensive coordinator, if you want to scare Kellen, all you got to do is show a pre-snap look like you're getting ready to target his star. His offenses then go away from the star. That's why, hence, you get an aggravated A.J. Brown and an aggravated Amari Cooper, and you will have an aggravated C.D. Lamb.
Devontae Smith. C.D. Lamb, yeah.
If they still do this. Now, if he has added a layer to his offense, we gonna be fine. But if we not talking about this, he go come back because front office wants it like this, because they want a system that works despite the stars. That's what people got to understand, so they don't have to pay the stars. So I said, to take away the top threats under Kellen's system, defensive coordinators only needed to show defensive looks that threaten that top threat. Hence why Amari had to beg for targets.
Hold
on real quick.
We're not going to target Amari as much.
Is that the right system? Is that the right system? Is that the right system? Is that the right system?
Your investment dollars.
We'll go through all that. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to get into individual.
So he said, them investment dollars. Oh, see, that part people missing out. Them investment dollars. And see, that had to do with, do we even invest in you? Because we have an OC that goes away from you.
Go through all that. I mean, like I said,
your investment dollars.
We'll go through all that. I mean, like I said,
is that the right system?
Your investment dollars.
We'll go through all that. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to get into individually this stuff, but yes, all that plays into how we invest.
And did they invest into Amari?
Nope, they cut bait. But see, the issue is, I'm gonna try something. So I have my buttons at my disposal, but I'm gonna do a test one and see if y'all can hear that coming through my Bluetooth headphones.
You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price.
I heard it, but it's low.
Is it low?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can bring it close. Let me try something.
because I want y'all to hear this. It's bring it closer to my proximity.
I like that drop. I love that drop. It just was loud. I love it.
I know. Oh my God.
The truth, but so
it's so do you.
I love that. Ooh, that's a nice drop. I like that drop.
And that's it. That's why we here.
The truth.
Because we did the work. Yeah. We know the truth. You know the truth.
You know the truth.
So what we doing here?
What we doing? Yeah, man. Yeah, it is what it is.
But this is interesting. But I gotta get back on my Grizzly with the because this is a watch party. We are scouting the competition. So hey, let's check it out. Let's see how Kellen Moore is doing at halftime. So offensively, they're 9 of 12 pass attempts to 17 rush attempts. So they are favoring the run more. Mm-hmm. Now, something I did say, and I've been right so far in every game this postseason. To predict the winner, one or two things have to happen. Either you have to lead the other team in rushing, or if you don't, because there have been some games where teams have won and haven't. If you don't outrush your opponent, you're going to have to win the turnover battle.
Right. And
at the rate we're trending right now, Philly has 171 yards on the ground. Now, a lot of that, you had two big gashes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a 59-yard touchdown was a large portion of that. Jalen Hurts' touchdown was a large portion of that. So they had 171 yards rushing to LA's 51. And there are currently no turnovers in the game. So if it's still fairly close, it's a 3-point game. But according to my research, if LA wants to win this game, they're going to have to shift the favor on their behalf because they haven't really been able to stop Philly too much, about 50-50 as far as the drives are concerned. But they're going to have to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah. Yep. I want Philly
to win. And with the weather the way it is, it screams run the ball.
I want Philly to win, bro.
Oh, yeah, you do. I just can't get jiggy with that double NFC East championship game, dog. My fandom would not allow me, bro. I know.
But
I know why you want it, because you want the pressure on, so they'll be forced to damn, you don't let Washington and Philly in the conference championship, dog.
I want that conversation of how incompetent we are. I want.
Bro, don't let New York get a quarterback. Bro, we dropped the 4. And I will not be holding 4s up for that, bro.
Yeah. Now. Another reason why I want Philly to win today, bro, because I want a whole nother week to be able to unload the clip on Kellen.
Yeah.
I got an affinity clip of bullets that I still need to drop on him. You know what I'm saying? It's
bro, I sent you 3 this morning.
When I say I got an affinity clip, bro, I could shoot at him and never run out of bullets.
See, that's when I needed that button. That mother, don't miss.
Yeah, I'm talking about never run out of bullets. B Bird say Jerry wants to be able to say we did it our way. Yep. That's it. Yep. Because I see what they doing. They trying to set up the Jason Garrett Cowboys. They want Jason Garrett. They want Jason Garrett 3.0 to be Kellen. They want Jason Garrett 4.0 to be Witten. They want the running back coach to be Jason Garrett Murray. They want one of the defensive end coaches to be Jason Garrett 5.0 DeMarcus Ware. That's what they shooting for. This is what they want, and then they go try to sell it to us like this is Detroit Part 2, where Detroit had a whole bunch of player coaches. We bit ours, but we bit ours with Dallas guys. It's even better than Detroit. It's exactly what B Bird said. See, Jerry got this vision in his head that he want to sell to, and You know, it's gonna be this fake nostalgia that he want us to buy into. He want that look, and he want them. Listen, they gonna have a billboard like this. Like I can already see it,
bruh. Yeah,
it's gonna be the coaches. They gonna be
like these damn tax preparers and credit consulting individuals. You know, you see you see a lot of these pictures this time of year.
Yeah. They gonna have that. Yeah, they gonna have that. Yeah, we're back. New era pose. It's gonna be that new era. We're in a new era.
We're about business.
It's gonna be this new era pose, right? Y'all sit y'all and make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all getting a lot of good Jews up in here, man. Appreciate the super chat, B Bird, man. Y'all make sure. Did you
hit your promo at 4 for that first hour?
I did. I got one more 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
One more 20 minutes, bro. Yeah. That's what they trying to sell us, though. It's gonna work on some people. It's gonna work on the casuals. It's gonna work on them. They because they go get that nostalgia, and then you know, it's one thing about Witten. Witten still got that reputation that to some of our fans, you better not ever say anything constructive about him. Never. It's like he's almost a god to our fans. To some of them, it's like Witten could do no wrong. I could show you him reaming Kellen, and they gonna say there's nothing wrong with that. You need to be able to get on your coaches sometime. I can show you where he basically was throwing his other tight ends under the bus. They gonna be like, oh, that's Witten. He can do that. Yeah. Hey, Star say I'm right. I'm telling you. Yeah, they gonna try to. It's gonna be this, Star. Go get ready for the billboard. We're back. Yeah, it's gonna be that. We're back. He gonna try to sell some nostalgia to us. Yeah. And the whole time you got a dude who's so cowardly he can't even look up when Witten. Did you see that clip? That I posted, that clip of Kellen Moore getting undressed. Did you see that? Let me show you that clip, bro.
It's on Twitter?
Yeah, I got it on Twitter. I'm gonna pull it up on here though.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up on here where you can see it this way too. Give me 1 second, bro. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. I had a problem with this. This is where we need Coach. Coach, where you at, man? We ain't seen you since the season ended. You on vacation? You need to get you off vacation. Goddamn. Look at this. Cause see, Nate, this is where
we have foolishness when you deal with people like your managers at work, you know, and for whatever reason, you know, they do something to piss you off, and you know, you want to get, you know, bro, I'm like you, dog. I want to face my accusers.
That's right.
So literally, you look them in the eyes. And all of a sudden, you here with it.
Yeah.
You here with it. Bruh, I need you to be here with it, bruh. I need you to stand on business, dog.
I need you here with it. Now, you barking.
Here.
Yeah. Like the move right then would have been Witten. I mean, look at him dead in his face. Witten. Look at him dead in his face. I need you to calm down. Yeah. I'm just passionate. No, you not going to dress me in front of my men. I still got to
bro, and that's standing over you, bro. That's a sign of power, dog.
Yeah, it's a stand. Yeah, bro. Yeah. But people try to act like this ain't no big deal. Boss,
he sunned his ass.
He sunned him, bro. I don't care how passionate you are. This is when Kellen Moore was the... What's that?
Don't forget you was one of us. Oh, now you done got promoted and all that. Now you want... That's what... Bro, you know how we do, dog.
Yeah.
That's what that was about. Like, and see, that's another reason why I said him being OC will never be good for Dak.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, how can you be? He might be a great quarterback whisperer. I'm not even here to talk about that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, how can you add something to an individual you couldn't beat out?
Right. Ooh. Yeah. You know what else I'm concerned about, bro? We just kind of going all over right now. We just keeping it real.
Yeah.
We're going all over. I'm also concerned about Witten taking away the big brother that Dak has become. You're a father, Amp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a father. You was once a son.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It was a certain kind of way you carried yourself when you was young Amp. When you was young Boss. But when you became daddy, your parents can't just walk up in your domain and start dictating, even though they are.
So you
see
what prime example. I had a situation a couple years ago. My sister was turning 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I hosted at my crib, and so she wanted to invite one of her friends that I was not fond of, who I heard it said some things about my family. And so as a result, I'm like, she not welcome in my house. So I told my sister, don't invite her. So she went crying to my mom, and my mom tried to come to me and was like, well, they were church friends and grew up together. I said, I know all of that, mama. I said, but you remember when I was a pup? What you told me? You can run your house how you want to when you get your own. I said, this is that moment now. Respectfully, of course. Respectfully, of course.
And that goes
but I told her that, and guess what? She couldn't do nothing but respect it, dog. My own mama.
And so it was a time Dak was the little pup.
Yep.
And Witten was the big brother, right?
Barking like young Simba.
Yeah. But see,
but guess what?
This Dak team now, this Dak house. It's Dak house. So Witten, you can't come with that energy you used to, big dog. And see, I'm concerned about all that. And it's like, do the Joneses think through morale and the political dynamics of these leadership puppet moves that they make? Do they even think about, like, or is it just all pie in the sky vision?
Did you say pie? That's the problem. There's less of it to go around. You know how it goes, bro. That money, dog. That munyon, as they call it.
Yeah, man.
But in all seriousness, though, man, I want somebody to be able to come in here who's got some starch in their jeans.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? I don't need you to come in here soggy, bro. And based off of that video clip that you just showed, bro, it was definitely giving soggy, bro.
Yeah, it's no other way around it. It's like, and see, these type of clips, I'm gonna look at you like, not over here.
Run that ball in.
I don't want to look up at daddy. That look like a dog. You know, you ever see them scary?
Don't you eyeball me, boy.
You ever see them dogs that get scared and they start pissing on themselves? That's what they look like. But then
I'm not bragging on
we're
this,
gonna
but
make him the CEO, and then you listen to the media, all these little sucker media people. But what they need to do is they need to get an enforcer under him.
So let's ask the chat, boss. Because the common phrase, one of the common phrases of this past year has been, we need a leader of men, right? I'm hearing it on 105. I'm hearing it on .com. We've said it.
Yep.
Y'all get that clip that he just showed etched in your head and answer this question in the chat. Did that look like a leader of men to you? Or did that look like he was being led?
Hell no.
He was being led.
Facts. And let's go ahead and let's clear the airwaves now. When I went back and I listened to those videos, boss, it was like it was all coming back to me, bro. And I was like, oh man, yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, they let him go because, he didn't get the ooey shot, and he was a problem, and they didn't want Amari back because he didn't practice. Hello? McFly. 2 words for you.
McFly.
Zach Martin.
Yeah.
2 words for you. Tyron Smith. So is it really about practice? We talking about practice?
Right.
Nah. You heard Steven say it in the clip that Boss played a second ago. The fact that, we're in this new scheme now, so guess what? You felt like you was okay without a dog because whoever we put in there, we could just, insert and keep it moving. No, it don't work like that.
Yep.
You thought you could just find anybody to replace Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
But did you not learn before you even got him that receiver by committee was a poo-poo idea?
Right.
And then you tried to revert back to that. So guess what? There's a word that's coming to mind right now when you go back and you hear the fact that the Joneses, Jerry specifically, and Steven, they wanted to do things their ways. And what we've seen over the years is every now and then, I can't see it, boss.
She said, I'm a woman. I'm more of a leader of men than Kellen.
Oh, God. No, she just B-slapped Kellen. But that's the thing. They keep, okay, so the Joneses, they'll do things the way that they want to, and every now and then they'll take back and give somebody a little more rope or whatever, and they keep reverting back to what they wanted to do.
Right.
That's called stubbornness, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, we tried it with Jason Garrett. Somebody we can mold and shape how we want to. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, then we bring in Big Mike here with this experience. And what are they going to try to revert back to now? Back to doing it their way. They keep going back to doing it their way. That's stubborn. More importantly, that's insanity. Because they keep trying the same thing over and over again. You're looking at the team like, damn, Washington hadn't been successful in how long? The sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then, right? But why it ain't shined on our ass? Because we're stubborn.
Oh man, let's take some calls.
Dang.
Hold on real quick. We got.
I'm with it.
I know some people who want to really call in on this one. The game interested though. I'm peeping this game. This game is lit.
It is.
Yeah. Nah, I need y'all to win though, Philly. I need another week to try to put holes in Kellen, bro. Yeah. Cause see, I have a bad feeling if Philly lose today, Kellen might be announced tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm dead ass on that too. So we got the phone lines open. If y'all want to call in, call in. If you don't, no pressure. But see, I know how y'all are doing Cowboy games. Y'all don't call in because y'all be locked into the game. Y'all don't care about this game.
They do.
They do. They
do.
All right, so we got it.
You know I'm still on the back end trying, right, boss?
It's all good, bro. If you figure it out, just. All right, so we got Chris 214. He called in. Chris, you lie.
Hey, what's up, boss?
What's up with it?
What's going on, Al?
Yeah.
Nah, man, to be honest, I'm going to give y'all some reason why I feel like Kellen, I don't think he's fit to be a head coach. I think, for me, my number one reason is I just can't get past the point. I don't think he's a leader of men, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want the school dweeb to be leading my football team.
The school dweeb?
That's just the vibe that... That's just the vibe that he gives me. Like he that dude who he like, nah, bro. Like, I don't want him to lead my football team.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't want this dude to be leading my football team. Like I see no trace whatsoever of how he's fit to be a leader of men. I just don't.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's my number one reason right there.
Yep.
Hold on.
No, take your time, Chris 214. Take your time.
What they say at the church, take your time, baby. Take your time. Let them use you.
Nah, my bad. My nephew had came in the room. But yeah, man, that's yeah, bro. Like, and then my other thing is obviously the play calling. We all have our issues with that. I was hearing you and Start Talk, and y'all came up with a good point in terms of like he don't get no credit for doing what he's supposed to be doing. Saquon Barkley got 2,000 yards. Like you don't get no. Like come on, bro. Like you're supposed to do that.
Yeah. With
this
that
man
line,
is over here having a career year. You're supposed to run the ball, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they never. It's a problem that they had to get on him for that. That's the problem. Is the fact that they even had to publicly lecture you about running the ball, but like with Saquon and that line.
I'm a little bit discouraged by a guy by the name of Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore.
And you know what the sad part?
2,000 yards.
They put Sirianni's name in that at first. They was putting Sirianni's name in that. And so Sirianni had to sit down like, nah, this dude, I'm finna make sure he get it right. Because just like us, sometimes Jerry and them do stuff right, but then Dak get the blame. Or the coach get the blame. Yeah, Dewey. Yeah. Yeah, straight up.
And I honestly feel like this is football 101. We all know if you have a good running game, that's supposed to open up everything else. How do you have a guy who's rushing for 2,000 yards and you're still struggling to get A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith their numbers off a good running game? Are you kidding me? 2,000 yards, bro? Like, come on, bro. Right.
And people brag on that. Look, he feeding Saquon. It's like, bro, you said it perfect. I ain't gonna even try to repeat it.
Yeah, I'm like,
you can't have no 2,000 yard back with two number ones, but then them two number ones are struggling. Something wrong with that play calling. Something wrong with that play calling.
And that's like you stopping at the top five. That's what you're supposed to do.
They supposed to be low key to show on turf. They supposed to be the show on grass. Just like it was the show on turf with Falk, it should be the show on grass.
Right.
But then you go listen to Dallas kiss ass media. He's smart. Oh, Kellen, he just,
Yeah. Huh. But I got one more question, Boss, and I'm gonna let you go.
What's that?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jason, so you think obviously it's looking like he's just gonna be a part of like the staff, but let's just say he's announced to be a head coach. Do you think that being that, because he is the standard in terms of they odds, like that's they bully, that's they standard. Do you think he'll just be? Do you think he'll have a longer leash, or do you just think, hey, you better fall in line? You ain't finna get no extra pull because you our boy. Like, how you feel about that?
I think Witten, that's what make Witten a good choice, because I do think he'll get extra leash, because he's one of the few players that could walk up in their office and challenge them on their draft picks. I don't think Dak could do that to this day. I don't think Dak, if they drafted a quarterback, could walk up to them and say, y'all just wasted a pick. I don't think Dak could do that. I don't think Dak could do that with Trey Lance. I don't think it would have been met with the same, that guy is so competitive. I love me some Witten. He speaks his mind. He's a straight shooter. No, Dak wouldn't have been met with that. Dak wouldn't have been met with that.
Right.
But that also could work for us in the short term, to where Witten might be able to push back on them Joneses because he has the privilege to. That could work for us. That's why
that makes it much more interesting.
That's why right now I would want Witten as a head coach over Kellen.
Yeah, same.
And
100%.
I mean, some people be like, he coached in high school is nepotism. I'd be like, we know, but he was a better option than Kellen. And then Witten could always look.
Now they want to have a problem with nepotism.
Right. Hey, and see, this the thing too, bro. And I'm just keeping it real. And I'm giving you the good and the bad. The good thing about Witten is Witten can look any player in their eye and say, I've been there, done that. You know what I mean? That's the good thing about. If Witten say run through a wall because I did, you can believe it. You know what I mean? Kellen Moore can't make me run through no wall.
Right. Like, man, shut up.
It's gonna be, man, shut up.
Yeah. All right, though, boss.
All right, good call, big dog. Good call. Let me take the next call. See how many people we got up in here. Ooh, it's deep. Ooh, it's deep. Ooh, let me cut these phones off. Hell no, it's too many.
The conference has been locked.
Oh man, let's take this piece by piece, bro. We got 5 calls.
I'm gonna hit it one more time, boss. I think I done figured it out. Let me see if it level wise what it's doing.
Montana, you live. Ooh, you got it. It's better. It'll work. It'll work. Montana, you live.
Flag.
Montana, hold on. It might be me. Montana. Hold on. Let me try DP. DP.
What up, boss?
All right, you live.
Say, man, you forgot to show the clip of Dez and Witten on the sideline.
Oh, yeah, I can pull that. I can show that clip.
It's a difference.
It is a difference. It is a difference.
Everybody want to say, if it's got to be between Witten and Kellen, show them why it's Witten.
Oh, yeah. Let me try to pull it real quick.
Kellen saw because Witten ain't backing down for shit.
Nah.
The whole social staff said they couldn't control Dez. Witten ain't back down.
That's the difference right there. Witten did not back down. See, like, yeah.
Witten tried to check him. Dez kept talking. Witten turned around, put his hand right in his face, told him, "You get your shit together."
Right.
Call him fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. So
that
like
is a beautiful thing.
Trying to force Kellen on us, talking about he go be the CEO role and we got to get some people under him. Nah, just put the right person at the top. If you go put a CEO
Did you see the way
top,
they just folded up Hurts?
Put a person at the top that's actually go have respect day one. Witten would have respect day one, like him or not. You don't even gotta like him, but guess what? I guarantee people will respect him. If we talking about the leader of men.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and check this out, boss. If we want to talk numbers, Kellen Moore has regressed, bro. He had a 2,000-yard rushing game and couldn't get the ball to his receiver 3 years ago in Dallas. He has regressed. He's the same.
Yeah.
Like, if you do the same thing for 4 years and get sad, that's regression, bro. That's not improvement.
Right.
What I'm back for.
Right. Yep.
I mean, between Zeke and Pollard, we had a 2,000-yard rushing game.
Right.
And we still worrying about why can't we get our number one ball? Why would we put ourselves back in there?
Right. Yeah, bro.
Ooh, he just squeezed that in there.
Now, I'm glad you kept it real on that, DP, because a lot of people kind of fight me on that. I'm like, nah, bro, I would rather have Witten right now. Even though it would be obvious nepotism, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, if I had to choose between Witten and Kellen, I'm going Witten right now without blinking.
I would have to, bro, because like you done said, and I'm going to reiterate once again, if the man can't walk in the room, if the man respects from the room, how the hell he going to lead anything?
Right, man. Good call, man. I appreciate it, DP, man. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was going to say, like you and said, he couldn't beat out Dak, so now Dak's supposed to listen to him. You know what I mean? It's still linemen and offenses, and we see still players that remember that noodle wrong. And remember the dumbass fucking roster that he was calling.
Right.
Like, why would you bring that back?
Right. Don't
that
make sense.
Be just stupid, bro.
Yeah.
It would be just stupid.
I'm glad we pushing back though, cause see, you know, I think Jerry respect this too. I think Jerry want to know what we think. Jerry don't want to be snuck. He want to know, what do y'all really think about this? So they leak out Kellen, and we letting them know we don't want it.
So in my opinion, Jerry's taking this issue real personal.
Yeah.
He already doing more in terms of picking up the phone and calling people and stuff and done in years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is definitely something where Jerry don't know. He want to do it his way. He won't be able to say he made a call. He won't pay attention. Because what Jerry don't want to do, especially after that press conference last season, when he talking about I'm the best GM for the Kingdom, so he know he can't go wrong right now. He has to be right.
Right. Man, appreciate the call, DP. As usual, bro.
Yep.
Hey, boss.
OG DP.
All right, boss. I'll holler at you, bro.
All right. I'm finna hit it. Appreciate it.
All right.
You own it, Am. Appreciate it. Today's stream is brought to you by BetUS. With BetUS, you can receive 150% bonus on your first 2 deposits and 125% on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000. Promo code YouTube150. If you want to get 200%, then you need to get with that casino app. If you want 250%, then you need to get with that crypto app. So it's multiple ways to multiply your money to make money off your knowledge. Think about that with BetUS and bet on yourself. Montana, did you have something else before I take Montana?
No, go ahead, bro.
All right. Montana.
Word, boy.
What's up with it, big dog?
Boy.
How you feeling, boy?
I'm Gucci. I'm just ready for this national championship tomorrow.
Yeah. Congratulations on
Watch
your Ohio
my
State.
Buckeyes bring that shit.
Yeah, I know you
Bring
die
that
hard
shit
Buckeyes. I know you die hard Buckeyes. Yeah.
He been trying for a minute. We took the last one from him.
Ooh.
Hey, nah, no, man. I've been saying some things all season. I just want the fans to know this. I'm gonna continue to keep saying it, so fans can go in here this season with low expectations. I don't care who the coach is. I don't care who the defensive players are, the offensive players are. I don't care who the coordinators are. It doesn't matter. When Jerry Jones doesn't want to work with other people and get a real GM and get out the damn way, we will still be the same way for the last 30 years. Like I done said it. Since Jerry has bought the team in 1989, a year after I was born, this dude only has 3 Super Bowls in the 36 years that he's been an owner. He is 3-33. That is terrible. Since 97, the Dallas Cowboys are .25 in playoff success. That's worse than the Lions. That is worse than the goddamn. Bro, that is the worst in the league. The worst. Since Jerry Jones has been a general manager, the Cowboys have been dog shit.
Yeah.
Dog shit. And every year we get our hopes up. Every year we spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of our hard-earned money. Y'all taking y'all time out, putting all this content out. You, Law Nation, and everybody. We got Keystone out here dropping books on talent. And it is nothing we can show for it. We have nothing to show for it. You telling me all these 30 years, all those teams we had that could have made it to the Super Bowl was an issue?
Right.
Mike McCarthy was really an issue? Or did I say it before when he first got hired is they're not going to let him coach?
Right. Yeah.
Did we really see the full degree or extent of Mike McCarthy, or did we see the Jerry Jones version?
We saw the Jerry Jones version.
I think we saw the Jerry Jones version.
That's what we saw.
Because I don't care what nobody say. When the Packers was front office was being stale, they blamed it on Mike McCarthy.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they got Mike Tomlin, and all he does is go a little over 500, and he gets a congratulations.
Yeah.
We get a Mike Vrabel who can't do shit in the league, who has been dog shit. He gets an instant, oh, this is one great-ass coach. We get an offensive coordinator for the Lions that's having one good year, all of a sudden he's the next thing smoking? Man, bro, this is why I keep trying to tell people, look at the whole entire body of work instead of just looking on for what's in front of you right now.
Right.
We need total body of work. Total body of work.
Mike McCarthy's total body of work goes back to when he was a quarterback coach.
Right.
He's been successful in every area that he's been in. But we hated him the whole time. I understand he was calling certain things that was stale, but let's be honest, man. It's just we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys with a front office where Will McClay is trying his best. They're not even giving him a title. You got Watermelon Head out here saying dumb shit. He don't even know football. He's living off his daddy's name. Then we got a senile old man out here who wants to be just like his best friend, Al Davis.
Yeah, you ain't lied. You ain't lied.
So what are we doing here?
Right.
What are we doing? What are we going to do? I tell fans all the time. Until the masses, no hate on the people in Texas, but it starts there, man. It starts at home. It starts at home. We need the fans in Texas to stand up.
Right. That's what we need.
We do. We need that. Back
You
in
can't
the
even
day,
get them
they
to
used
stand up in a damn
They
game.
fought for Tom Landry. You say one bad thing about Tom Landry. Man, those folks in Texas going in your mouth. Y'all hear King of the Hill. You better not say nothing bad about Tom Landry. Why we can't get that no more?
Right.
We don't have that no more. That was culture. We don't have it no more. Why? Because Jerry Jones watered it down, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I just wanted to rant real quick.
Nah, man, I appreciate it, man, and I always appreciate your calls, big dog. All right.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. You got it, man. Thank you for having me on, man. Appreciate you, boss.
All right, G. You had something on that?
All right, G, my guy.
Solid call, bro. Solid call, dog. I love my guy Montana, man. He always bring that funk, bro.
Yeah, he does.
It just goes to show you, man. People are pissed off. Like the point that he made. Guess what? I tweeted that last night. I said, low key, Al Davis cursed this team, bro. Because think about it. The core philosophy of the Joneses came from that individual.
Yeah.
And I said the sun shines when the dog's behind. Oh, they got points. Ooh. It's a game, bro.
What happened?
It's a game.
Okay, I'm waiting. You ahead.
He just got to. I ain't going to say nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me take the next call, bro. Y'all love
Go ahead,
safety. AJ, you live.
Hey, what's up, Boss Cowboy?
What's up with it?
I'm just calling.
Wow.
I'm calling honestly, man, because I listened to your show yesterday, and I'm about to give you your flowers, and I know I always do. You's a bad motherfucker how you broke that shit down yesterday. You were talking about how it made you cry and what Jerry is doing. You damn near became Sherlock Holmes how you connected all the dots yesterday in your yesterday show.
Facts.
People ain't even watching, bro. The views on it low. It's sad. It's like I did all the work and ain't nobody even look at it.
That's crazy work.
Man, I didn't pay attention to it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
When you breaking it down and crossing your T's and dotting your I's and putting everything together, I'm like, he definitely looking for a sucker. He trying to play in Dion's face.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Yeah. He looking for a sucker.
Preach.
So let me go ahead and talk about real quick what you talking about. You talking because I know I did some major fire shows this week. I done took my thumbnails off. That's how bad it is. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Man, you put on a beat because you've been spitting. Let's just say that. You've been doing your damn thing, and man, I love it.
Yeah,
but
man.
as far as man, I don't want Kellen Moore because all he gonna do is make him a sucker and he's gonna be a puppet, and he's not a leader of men as we see.
Yeah.
I don't want Jason Witten because to me he don't got enough experience. Yes, he's gonna demand the respect, and I respect that. But man, you not about to just come in and change the culture. I don't see it.
Nah.
I honestly don't see it. I feel like we just gonna respect you and what you've done for the Cowboys. That's all.
Yeah.
Do I want? Am I looking more towards Glenn? Yes. I would like Aaron Glenn. But then again, how you broke it down as a black man, I don't want you to do that to a brother.
That's right.
I don't.
That's right.
So
yeah.
So now where I'm at, boss, I don't know who I want to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
you opened my eyes to a lot of shit.
So I finally pulled up the thumbnails in case people don't know what you're talking about. So the two shows that I know was fire is Get Out. That's where that's what he's talking about. He talking about Get Out. And then I did another show on No Kellen Moore about Don't Drop the Soap. So it's both of those to me are epic. You know what I mean? And you know,
I didn't catch that one. I caught the Get Out one.
Oh man, you gotta catch that No Kellen Moore too, bro. I cooked on that one like crazy, bro. All I'm gonna say is don't drop the soap. That's all I'm gonna say. You gonna feel that once you get into that one. You gonna be like, oh nah. But nah, that Get Out one was real because they basically spelled it out. That basically they looking for a sucker. That's what they looking for. They looking for somebody to take on Witten, and then Witten go be the heir apparent, which is already starting. Whoever this coach is gonna be with dysfunction, whoever it is, you know what I mean? And it's not right to any of them. It's not right to Kellen. It's not right to Dion. It's not right to anybody. Like you can't come to me pregnant with a vision. Like, nah, baby, that's your problem. You know what I mean? That's your problem. So, man, appreciate the call, AJ, man. Appreciate the call. Good call, big dog.
In closing,
yeah, go ahead.
In closing, boss. In closing, I just hope because we're about to see an NFC East championship some sort of way. I hope this opens Jerry's eyes to like, man, we got to do something.
Yeah,
because you can't be the laughing stock of the game.
Right, me too. I want the pressure to make him aggressive. I agree with you, AJ. If it does anything, he gotta do something to try to get the narrative back. I agree. Thank you, AJ. Good call.
Bye. You got him. I'm out, boss man. Peace.
All right, good call, bro. AJ. All right, man. We got two more. You got anything on that, Amp?
Man, look. So I want to insert this real quick before you go to the next caller. So the other night, Boss gave us a very specific set of instructions as far as participating in this movement. And you did that because sometimes in the past we've been torn or, we hadn't had full support. But with the unanimous support that we have received from people against Kellen Moore, you got to understand, we did that the last time and they heard us. And a shift occurred. So I just want to, one of the principles of your channel is your voice matter. With that being said, our voices will be forever ever.
That's right. Our voices matter together, but say, man, them new drops, I'm loving them new drops. So check this out, y'all. I want to say this. Because people really still getting that no Kellen Moore wrong. This is the deal, y'all. The fan don't bring up nothing by accident. They have production meetings. They know if they started with no Kellen Moore trending, it's for a reason. Damn.
They was cooking too. And they was moving. Philly's defense they didn't have an answer. So I'm going to go ahead and say this real quick. So remember I talked about the run game, and I said if you don't outrush your opponent, you're going to have to win in the turnovers department.
Yeah.
That safety, even though it won't show it on the stat sheet, that safety technically is a turnover because not only do you get points, but then you get the ball back. Yeah. So in my eyes, even though it don't say it, when you look at the box score, they were +1 at that point. But now you just even the playing field by giving the ball right back to them with fairly decent field position. Go ahead, boss.
No, that's it. Let me take this other call. 409, you live.
Hey, this is B Bird, man. What's up?
B Bird, let me lock you in, man. Yeah. What's up with it, B?
Hello?
Yeah.
Not much, man. Hey, one of the things I'll tell you that the criteria, like you start looking at Garrett, Kellen, and Witten, the thing that drives Jerry the most is, man, he still wants credit to be a football guy.
Yeah.
And so for him to win a championship or to get to the NFL get to the Super Bowl with one of his guys that came through under him, one of original Cowboy, that's what he wants. That's why Garrett got the job when he was not even qualified for it. Kellen Moore was not qualified to be a offensive coordinator when he got the job.
Right.
So he really wants that, man. That's why he doesn't want to go outside the organization, which I really want him to go outside the organization to go and get another coach just to bring in different ideas, man. But I would say that Kellen is kind of the front runner because of that, man. He really wants to kind of he's comfortable with the relationship. He still wants that credit. That's what drives him, man. People say money. That dude still want, man, he still wants to be able to tell it NFL, I did it my way, and, I did it my, this, that, and other, because, they ridiculed him when he first came on. And especially after when he fired Jimmy. He's been ridiculed ever since, but he really wanted this, it's like any billionaire, he wants to shove it back in their face, man, and he's still waiting on that day. That day just hadn't came yet.
Totally agree, man, because to me, you know what he's trying to do? I was just thinking this today, man. You know what I really think he's trying to do? I think this is a Barry Switzer. He trying to just kind of swap around. He trying to I'm going to swap out Mike McCarthy for Kellen. I'm going to probably try to keep Zimmer. And then I'm going to put all my other guys and my Garrett guys. I'm going to put Witten in here. I'm going to put D. Ware in here. I'm going to put Murray in here. You know what I mean? It's his way. It's everything you said. It's all about I did it my way. Mm-hmm.
My way, yeah. So with the front office is very much more comfortable. They want to be comfortable. They rather be comfortable losing than uncomfortable winning.
Yeah. Ooh.
And so it's all about comfortability, man. That's what it really is about them being comfortable. Where we comfortable with you. You got to start. If you want to grow, you got to be uncomfortable, man. Ooh. You can't go into the gym and do reps of 200 and just keep doing reps of 200. At some point in time, you got to challenge yourself. And guess what? It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. But that's how you grow. You don't grow with comfortability.
Yeah.
You grow being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But this front office likes to live in uncomfortability. I mean, comfortability, man.
Yeah.
That's what they want. Yeah, well, we've been knowing this guy. So what?
Yeah.
What will be uncomfortable is go get a guy from outside the organization that's been somewhere else and bring him in.
Mm.
And so that's what I would love to see happen. But one thing too, man, just something that went through my mind, man, and as Amp listening, man, he's one of my favorites too, man. But what you have to find is a coach that's not here for a paycheck, and he worried about his name in his football street. And so, like, when I say Dion want to get paid, but also guess what? Dion want to be able to walk away from this thing and look people in the face and say, I ain't get punked.
Yeah.
I wasn't no pawn.
Yeah.
And so you need somebody in here. That's why I wanted either Belichick or Dion that said, no, man, we ain't going for this. Why? Man, you're going to have me looking back and go back to the fellas and the people. You're going to have me out here looking like a broad? Right. No, man, we can't do that. But see, Mike was here for the money.
Right.
And that's why he took a lot of things at the start. It's how you come in, man. If you come in with no leverage and you begging for a job, dude, that's like you're on crack. You're going to do anything for the job.
Right.
Hey, will you take Kellen? Yeah, I take Kellen. What you do with it? I do anything. Yeah. Now you caught yourself in a bad situation. You can't even negotiate no more.
Right.
Because you did it. The negotiation has to start up front. And what it has to be, too, is you have to have options.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy had no other options, no other suitors. But you see when he got another suitor, you see he got his check stuck out when he got Chicago.
Yeah.
And that's what he needed then. That's why you almost need a coach candidate that can go anywhere. Because now he can say if it's Ben Johnson and he go and say, man, I want a little bit of control of this. Well, Ben, we ain't figure that. Well, Jacksonville don't give it to me.
Right.
So if you can't give me what Jacksonville gonna give me, then we can't do the thing. Then now you got Jerry gonna be like, okay, if I really want him, I got to give up some of this. That's the only way you can negotiate. How Mike came in, man, with no power, begging for a job, having sleepovers and stuff like that. Man, them dudes ain't gonna respect you behind that, man. You shouldn't even come in. You're just getting a paycheck. But you need to come in, man, with some leverage, man. That dude had no leverage at all.
Yeah, and they want you broken. I always said that, man. They want you broken.
Yeah. And now you're gonna do anything they say do, man. So
yeah,
I just wanted to call in and chime in on that, man. One thing I want to say too, I think I may have super chatted. I don't know if I did. But what Jerry does is kind of counterproductive to me, is that he builds the biggest brand. But what that brand does, it brings a lot of pressure onto the Cowboys. So when you look at the Washington Commanders, they're going through the playoffs because the expectations are low. Well, guess what? They have no pressure on them, man. I taught my daughter, man, and I coached her a little bit in softball. I didn't know much about softball, but it was mostly mental. And what I did with her is I calmed her down at the plate. And I told her, hey, on 2 strikes, baby, we swinging. I said, well, what about? I said, I don't care if you strike out or whatever. We just not going to take it looking. And I said, and so what she started doing, she told me, she said, at the end of her career, she said, Dad, you told me as long as I swung on 2 strikes, I was going to be okay. I ain't have no pressure on me. Because it didn't matter if I hit it or not hit it. As long as I swung. Guess what she ended up being? She ended up being the best 2-strike hitter on her team. Why? Because she went up there with no pressure. You cannot, and you've been an athlete before too, on a high level. An athlete that's playing loose and free in his mind is a better athlete that's thinking about everything, right?
Every time.
You got to be able to. What the coach has to do is and that's what McCarthy failed on, is getting to the psyche of the mind of the team, relieving some of that pressure from his team, letting them loose up. Because that's why they always tighten big games. As soon as something happens bad, all of them got this deer in the head. Like, look, why? Because y'all's already tight from Jump Street. Y'all already worried about what people are going to say about y'all afterwards. Y'all worry more about the scrutiny than y'all do what happens if we win. And so I always think that we got to find a coach that can go in and get to the psyche of this team and let them play similar to what they played at in the regular season. Because in our losses, man, we've never played like we have in the regular season.
Right.
We've always played under that. And so what we got to do is find a coach that can get into that psyche, take some pressure off. One thing would be a high-profile coach can't do that because it'll be about Dion. It would be about the players so much. And I'm not even a big Dion fan. I just think that he'll do well over here because, I think he'll be able to battle the Joneses in the media a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And he say, hey, I don't know what Jerry's talking about, but I'm doing it this way, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? This ain't like, this Deion Sanders. He's an icon. He can battle Jerry on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and Jerry
and so anyway,
absolutely
man,
don't want that.
Well, yeah, they don't want it, but that's what we need.
It's best for them. It's best for them, but they don't want it. It's best for them.
They don't want it. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but
because I think he can take over and just be the guy. He could be the spotlight guy, right?
Right.
And so right now, the most famous guy on the Dallas Cowboys is Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
If right now, man, if the Washington Commanders owners came knock on your door and selling you insurance, you'll listen to him. You wouldn't even know he was the owner.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. But we got a celebrity owner, and he loves the spotlight, man.
Right.
But anyway, man, I'm going to holler at you later on, brother. Hey, I appreciate the time, too, bro.
Man, appreciate it. Good call by B. Bird, man. Great call by B. Bird, man.
Always.
You had any thoughts on
I'm
that,
gonna
man?
say
Got
this.
one more call after this.
Oh, yeah. I just tweeted it out as a matter of fact. But as B. Bird was talking, this revelation hit me. The Jones family is out here playing God. And my church people, y'all gonna feel me when I say this. They don't call the qualified. They qualify the called. Y'all will catch that tomorrow.
All right, we got one more call, man. 217, you live.
Hey, boss, how you doing? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
How you doing, man? This is the
Man, I know
Good
that voice.
channel.
That's my dog.
I've seen a couple of your commentary on the final word, and this is actually my first time listening to the show full out, and I have to agree with one of the former callers. It's a well-run show. I'm very impressed with what I see, and I just wanted to comment on a couple things about the Dallas Cowboys because I'm going to be completely frank with you. I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan since birth, and I'm just now at 29 starting to understand why we have failed so often. We are ran. The game that Jerry Jones plays is not the game of football. He utilizes the game of football in order to win the money game.
That's right.
So the goals at the beginning of the season are far different than our goals are as a fan, and the majority of the players that are playing the game as players on the field.
Right.
And one thing that I had to endure, I have not healed, not even from last year's season, when we got shellacked by the Green Bay Packers. And to watch our defensive coordinator, who was leading our team on the defensive side, be the head coach of the Washington Commanders and take our team further in the playoffs than we have ever been since 1995. We haven't been to the divisional round since 95. 1995. And a lot of fans believe that Dan Quinn, and this is conspiracy, sabotaged that game or whatever because of the relationship that he had in the front office. But you see why he had issues, because all I hear on the phone and all I hear from your show and other Cowboys commentators and creators is that y'all are dogs. Dan Quinn was a dog. And they tried to neuter him and keep him caged up. Well, a dog is going to be a dog where he can be a dog at.
Right.
He went to Washington to prove that I am better than Mike McCarthy.
That's
if
right.
you just let me do what I need to do. But you wanted to play games with who's going to be the
Bobby
head
Wagner
coach the next season.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who gonna be the head coach?
And
Yep.
Exactly. Now, pardon my passion, because it's just starting to click for me, unfortunately. And I'm starting my content creator journey myself. But the one thing that's irritating is we've all come to the conclusion that culture doesn't change unless the heads of the organization want a change. We can knock on the door all we want for Dion, for whoever do you want, Jason Witten. But the premise of the Cowboys is not to win. It's to be number one organization money-wise in the world, and they've already been there for several years.
Right.
We can get an Ashton Genty in the draft. We can clamor. You guys do a fantastic breakdown. We as fans get together and come up with plans that are fit for our Madden franchise.
Right.
But the point of the matter is, even with the acquired players, we've had stacked teams before. And Washington Commanders have not had the talent that we have acquired throughout the years, and yet instill the mentality to go and add a kudos to the previous caller. I will tweak his mentality that he said with his daughter or granddaughter, I forget, that plays softball. It wasn't about there being no stress of swinging. It's the mentality that, damn it, I'm going to swing. If I fail, I'm going to fall still fighting. And there were times in the game with the Washington Commanders versus the Lions that the Lions was doing their thing.
That's right.
The game could have got out of hand.
Yeah.
But the dog mentality led by the head coach, Dan Quinn, said, we're fighting too. And they kept fighting. The third quarter went. Now they up by a score. The fourth quarter went. They up by 2 scores. They didn't rest on their laurels. They fought to the end.
That's right.
It ended with an interception because they were dogs. They don't have a Micah Parsons on that team. They don't have a C.D. Lamb. Terry McLaurin is not C.D. Lamb. They went with a rookie quarterback. Dak, people say what they want about Dak Prescott. We can be up and down or whatever. It's never on one person. But if you have a team of warriors led by a dog, regardless of your talent level, you're going to get the best out of them.
Yeah.
And we have not seen the best out of our team with the current administration.
Facts.
But anyway, that's all I had to say, man.
No,
like the
man.
show. I'm about to hit that.
What's your name, man, so I can
bell
lock
for
you in?
Man, and get up with you.
What's your name so I can lock you in?
I'm Javier. My channel is the Good Hoodie channel. So
The
lock
Good
me in,
Hoodie.
man. I'll be calling in more often.
I saw you ask.
Yes, the
I
Good
got
Hoodie
you.
channel.
I got you, man. So you
Yes,
locked
sir.
in now.
Hey,
All
Law,
right.
I was listening to Law Nation show. He said you was live. I said, let me check him out real quick.
Yeah, man.
So,
Appreciate it, man.
shout out to y'all, man.
I got you locked in, and yeah, man. Let's keep working, man, and call in whenever you got. I got you locked now, and I'm gonna now recognize you as the Good Hoodie channel, man. Y'all support Good Hoodie, man. He talk good. All right, big dog.
Yes, sir, man. All love. Stay up.
All love. Stay up. All right, so Amp, it's me and you again, big dog. And the chat, I think I got
Man.
some super chats that I might have just missed. Let me make sure I ain't missing it. My boy Dwayne, he sent up a super chat earlier. He said, Jerry don't care where is Dallas at when it comes to marketable. Jerry smiling at us. Facts. That's for real too.
Bruh, you know what I thought about?
We buzzing right now. Everybody
You know
numbers up right now. Mm-hmm.
You know what I thought about?
What's that?
Just not talking about the topic at hand.
Yeah. I feel that.
You know how your mama used to say back in the day, such and such and such bother me. Well, stop paying them attention and they won't bother you.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, I know we need to put our narrative out there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be noise from the other side as well. So we have to kind of counter that. But I just wonder if like they did something like this and came out with some, started leaking some goofy stories and just nobody reported on it. Nobody talked about it. Nobody analyzed it. Nobody did any homework on it. How much traction would it really get? Because it's like, this is a dead horse. We ain't getting no numbers from this. Let's move on. I wonder sometimes. Like, I be trying to think outside the box as far as how
I think that's a real good idea.
Jerry and Steven.
But it's so much engagement.
But not right now.
It's so much engagement with them Cowboys. Even if we was disciplined to ignore them, somebody go take the bait because it's a money making algorithm. It really is. So
nobody else talking about it. I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah, if it's trending and you talk about it, you go do numbers. So
yeah,
the money side is gonna make people talk. Just period. See, if you don't talk, you doing it for football reasons. But the money side is why people go always take the bait of keeping the Dallas Cowboys hot.
So, bro, let me ask you this: by default, are we just as messy as Jerry and Steven?
No. Because we react to it. We don't create it. He creates it.
Facts. No lies there.
Yeah.
And you see what I mean about this turnover battle?
Yeah.
See, LA was on the process of charging.
Yep.
And what happened? They leaving it. They kicking the dope and further.
Hey, but this is what I wanted though, because I feel like I'm dead serious on this, y'all. So
that boy want another weed.
This is my Twitter. Okay. So I got all kind of stuff up here. You can just pick and share. You can pick what you want. I got all kind of stuff here going at Kellen. You know what I'm saying? I got like this. If you like that, you can share that. You know what I mean? We need to talk about this too. Cause see, Jimmy Johnson, remember I was talking about the contingency plan? And I said, why is nobody bringing up Brian Schottenheimer? And I was talking about there's a plan where you can keep this together with better fits. And I said, why is nobody talking about Brian Schottenheimer? Guess who talked about him? Jimmy Johnson. Brian Schottenheimer is a much better fit than Kellen Moore. Right now. He's a much better fit than Kellen Moore right now. He has much better experience as an OC than Kellen Moore right now.
Yep.
He knows the Texas coast right now. That's the same. The Texas coast is what Tolbert and Turpin was talking about when they were saying they play faster in that offense. Why would you want to go to an offense to where some of your weapons played slower? So you can share that. You can share the prime legacy. This is a real good one. But I got all kind of ammunition on my Twitter where I'm clearly showing Kellen Moore and no Kellen Moore campaign. And you can just pick something to share.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson going crazy, where I showed how he called out Kellen Moore. That one going crazy. I showed the start of Kellen and how John Machota really broke down that his offense takes what the defense gives. It's so much we can do to be active, is my point. You don't have to sit back and take it from Bubba Jerry.
Oh.
Yeah. So bless you, bro.
Wait,
we need to get up out of here,
Appreciate
man. You
it.
fighting that cold, bro. We ain't got to stay on this.
This is pure allergies.
Oh, it's allergies. Ain't no cold.
Pure allergies. Nah.
And then let's talk about this. Angie say she didn't like the Texas coach. You didn't like it this year or last year?
Good question. Because it's a difference.
Big difference.
And you pair that with them not trusting the offensive line and removing some of the longer developing routes from out of the scheme, it makes a world of a difference.
Say, what's going on Twitter? I keep hearing stuff about they say Micah called out front office and Micah and Dez. What's going on? What I miss? Did you see?
Yeah, something? it was hot last night.
What happened? What I miss?
Because Dez. So Dez made a statement. Let me go to mine real quick.
I missed it.
Because I know I was retweeting
my boy
some
Chad,
of what they said.
Chad asked me about Michael went at front office and what? What I miss? I missed it.
So where we at?
Okay, hold on. Yeah.
So
let me dig this up too.
So I'm trying to read from the side because I got my phone in front. But Dez tweeted last night. He said, "From now on, I'll speak my truth about the Cowboys, whether it's good or bad. Jerry has built a great brand, and now it's time for the team to start winning. It's time for a real culture shift. I'm fed up with all the nepotism. Get someone in there who can win games." Is that all he said? Yeah. But that way, yeah. Like Daz was going in last night. I don't know if they touched a nerve or something, but yeah, he was on it, bro. And then Micah took that as an opportunity to get in on it, and he posted a reply.
They say Micah was being a company man.
He low-key was, but like Star said, she was like, y'all know he can't like fully like go against Jerry. Like that's career suicide. Like the man ain't even paid yet. So, like, let's be fair about this. Like Micah is pushing as much as he can while preserving his bag, Like Dak is just now talking out. Why? Because he's on bag what, number 3? Well, technically bag number 2, but yeah, like Micah trying to get here, so it's like, hey, while she here, I'm gonna be quiet, but when she leave, I'm gonna get loud. Like that's what we talking about here. So, but yeah, it was a little back and forth last night. I guess them boys said they had time, so.
Everybody hot. Most of the chat saying they rocking with Dez.
Fish grease.
I missed that whole back and forth. Damn.
You was asleep, bro. Because even when I call you to hit you with something, and you answered. You said some words. I just don't know what you said. I said, "Oh, my dog trying to power back."
I crashed.
Up.
I did crash yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I crashed yesterday, boy. Cause I did so much work on Kellen, bro, and I did a show, bro, and I did drop the video. I was like, bro,
right.
I talking about I've been dropping like.
You needed the timeout.
Yeah, I needed a timeout. I crashed, and then I started it
bro,
right up this morning.
When was that? That was what date was that? 11/12/15.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Philly. Oh, this is good. If Philly win, because I didn't want Kellen to be announced as coach tomorrow. I really didn't.
November 12th, 2022 is when you did that show about the uncontrollable dog.
What day was that?
November 12th, 2022.
Okay.
And what's funny about it is in that video, you was like, man, most of y'all know, like, Boss don't even do shows on Friday and Saturday. So if I'm doing a show on Saturday, it's serious.
Yeah.
And what happened this week?
Friday and Saturday.
I was like, that boy live on Friday and Saturday.
I don't do shows.
Same topic.
Mm-hmm.
Same topic. I said, oh yeah, it's real. It's real. Philly's D-line is what's actually keeping them in this game.
So then Star said, Tuck said, Michael just thinks it's all on the players to play better in big moments.
Ignorance is bliss.
He said he talked to him. And this is the thing. They can disagree. They men. You know what I mean? Just like we disagree. You know? It's two different ways that they going about it. But from what I'm hearing, not from what I'm researching, from what I'm hearing, I'm Team Dez.
Yeah. And some people were saying, like, low key, to sum it up, like Dez was picking low hanging fruit. And it's easy to say that now when you're no longer a part of the organization. Why wasn't he like that when he played? Yeah. Do y'all not remember? Fix this shit, Rich!
I remember him talking about play calling and all of that. Like, Dez wasn't no mute.
Bro, he did. No, he wasn't.
He wasn't no mute, you know.
But, just like this Kellen Moore situation, I see a lot of people out here catching amnesia all of a sudden. And that's why mental health is important. And that's why AMP supports his quarterback wholeheartedly, because he, too, believes that mental health is definitely important. So for y'all the amnesia patients out there, Godspeed.
And I'm going to tell y'all, man, just on stuff, these little things that I posted, we talking about thousands of views. Like,
that's a beautiful thing, dog.
Our voices will be forever.
That's right. Our voices will be together as one. And that's the key, is we learning how to be one voice. We didn't know how to do that at first, but now we learn how to do that.
No.
My boy T-Church said, bro, I repost your stuff all the time. Exactly. You doing a good job too. I see it. I see everybody that's doing it. And it's like, well, people don't know.
Bro, you know who else don't miss, bro?
Who?
I first off, appreciation goes to all the executives, all the playmakers. Your work, your shares does not go unnoticed. But if I had to give end of the season awards to somebody who I would call a Mr. Consistent, that damn Matt Leslie don't miss, man.
Nah, he don't miss.
Matt don't miss, bro. Matt shares everything.
Yeah.
That's probably the ball game, too. Well, I think your wish is going to come true, my dog.
Good. We need one more week. We really do.
Super
we
chat.
Need one more week.
Oh, my God.
Appreciate the super chat. He say, Boss and Amp, great show. Will call in, but dealing with the loss of my mom, Lois Harrison, 91 years old. # no Kellen Moore. And I appreciate that DP called in when he lost his dad, man, and
that's real.
I just appreciate how this channel sometimes, and landlord warned me about this. He say, man, what we do is way more important than what we think. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, bro, we let a lot of people get stressed off listening to us. I ain't never think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, a lot of people get therapy. Like, our shows are the enormity. I was like, damn. So, first of all, let me cut this music real quick. Shout out for Rodney and his mom. Prayers to you, my brother. Lord, I pray that you keep my brother Rodney at peace and the strength of his house. I pray that he continue to be more of a man, and we thank you for his mom who lived a very long time. We pray that he continues to more than support the Cowboys, but remember all the lessons he learned from his mom to continue to pass on the legacy of the Smiths. In Jesus' name we pray, man.
Amen. Man.
Yeah. And greatly appreciate you considering us doing times like this, bro. For real.
Absolutely,
That's
man.
an honor, bro.
Prayers up.
For you to even have us on your mind during this time is, we take that serious, bro. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. And that's another great supporter too, man. This
Rodney.
See, that's the one thing about Cowboys Nation, man. Like you end up meeting some absolutely beautiful people, man.
You do,
like,
bro. You do.
The Cowboys brings you together, and then you realize, man, this is a really great person. Or,
yeah.
I talk to Angie every now and then. She cracked me up. And then
Black.
I talk to Blackwell, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Amp, what about this? Like, there's so many beautiful people. Even
you
just
make
talking
friends.
to DMV sometimes.
Yeah,
dog.
You make friends.
What they say is deeper than rap, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it literally is deeper than that. So, yeah, Cowboys might have brought us together, but it's way more to it.
That's why, honestly, man, we need to start throwing events, bro. Because when we start throwing events, we would meet Angie. And
it's going to bring it home.
214 and Aaron and Black and Rico and, G. Witten. And, I want to see y'all. I want to have a drink with y'all. I want to maybe go out to the back and put something in the air with you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what I mean? But, nah, it's
real.
I've made lifelong relationships from Cowboys content, bro. Real talk.
No lie.
I've made lifelong relationships that I know some of these people I love how you and Black done clicked. You know what I mean? Because
bro,
I would call
what?
you, then I would call Black. Now I just call both of y'all. I be like saying, let's it will be.
The crazy part is, y'all. The crazy part is, Boss called me the other day, and me and Black was on the phone.
Yeah, so they just connected
he introduced us. I said, "Boy, that's funny." And when I picked up and we all heard each other's voice, we just laughed. It was like, yeah, okay, It was right after the show too.
And
right after the show.
And this is genuine, bro. Like, I ain't on that. We're friends. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's content creation.
Right. Yeah.
It's some people were friends and you was followers. You know what I mean? It's me and Amp was friends before he was a content creator.
Facts.
And he was just supporting. So, yeah. So it's like this content creation.
And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this too because, I'm gonna talk about another elephant in the room. It's obvious that tomorrow is January the 20th. And I know because of the decisions that were made or the result that took place, it's going to polarize a lot of people. But the one reason I like Cowboys or sometimes Talking Cigars or whatever is because it brings individuals from all walks of life together. Individuals who you might not have nothing in common with but the Cowboys, and you realize, man, guess what? All that other stuff don't really matter, bro. So again, salute. Like, yeah, I know we come together, we want to talk ball, but again, it's deeper than rap.
I'm gonna start hosting events. That's next. That's the next thing. We go get bigger than these watch parties. We go start making these live. Or we gonna have our own spot, and it's gonna be come to such and such lounge, Yep. That's the next move for us, bro.
Yep.
We start working on that. Yeah, because that's just gonna make it thousands of times doper, bro. I swear it's gonna be so dope, bro. It's
bro, like, man, hey!
Yeah.
Well, they said we finally made it out the group chat.
Yeah, we out the group chat. And the group chat gonna be empty as hell because everybody gonna be there live. There ain't gonna be nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then like if B.A. Lee come in town, he visit Dallas or whatever, or I go up to Washington, then we be kicking it with him. That's the next step, bro. That's what we got to do. We got to get to where we get out this and start hosting our own
I done already
events,
talked to Tuck. He talking about, man, I got to get out there for a fishing trip, bro. I said, bro, the Atlantic Ocean is like 3 minutes from my house, bro.
My boy say $5 Cowboys pick their head coach. I agree.
Man.
And see, Angie say, boss, please have me a glass of ice water. Yeah, man, we gonna be getting lit. I'm gonna make sure everybody's straight.
I got you, Angie. There you go. Already on deck. Hydrate.
Yeah. My boy Oak Cliff say that'll be dope. Man, I already know. We doing it. Cause I already know we got too many people in the chat. If we took all these people from the chat and let's say a quarter of them just showed up. Every event will be like, oh hell yeah, y'all brought 40 people up in here. They gonna be like, you come whenever you want.
That part.
And I'm gonna charge them too. They ain't gonna be free.
You want to boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me.
I'm gonna charge y'all to bring 40 people. I promise you that. I ain't gonna walk in there and be like, hey, we just happy that y'all. Nah, it's gonna cost you.
Just like my favorite potato chips,
40
dog.
people go drink. So you gotta pay us.
It ain't free to lay, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't free to lay.
The styles of offense are so different, though. You notice that?
Yeah. It might still. It's not completely over yet.
My boy say start the events. I'm pulling up from the H. Ooh, I believe you. I was just in H-Town last week. I enjoyed it. Ooh, I enjoyed it. It's one thing. I'm telling you one thing about the H. The H got that food, man. Ain't nobody can mess with the H on that food, bro. I swear to God. Ain't nobody.
Bro, you was killing it on Final Word with that plate, though.
I was dead serious, too. Listen, I had 3 more plates that y'all ain't show y'all.
Oh, my God. Boy, you went hamburger, dog.
Man, I went out there. I spent about $200 on just food, bro.
Ooh.
Easily. And I ain't talking about groceries.
Don't say that no more. Don't say that no more.
Yeah. And then my boy Roddy say, and now listening to Amp's channel, man. Appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all support the OG Amp. If y'all ain't hit that like and subscribe, you tripping. First of all, y'all gotta go
I'm
subscribe
gonna drop it
to the
real
OG.
quick.
He dropping the link in there right now. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and support the OG, man. 22-28.
It's a game. It's a game.
Who you got between Washington and Philly? That boy say big back boss.
I got DQ in them, bro.
That's cold, bro. They call me big back boss.
Big back boss? What? Oh no.
They talk about them plates.
Oh, hold on! I got a button for that too, dog. Big back, big back.
Big back. Hey, y'all ain't gonna make that. Y'all ain't gonna make that. Nah, y'all ain't gonna make that my thing. Hell no. Y'all ain't gonna make that my thing. Nope. Okay, we ain't talking about that no more.
There you go, right? The next super chat. Good segue, bro. He done came in here with the bread.
I don't see it yet. Okay.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Facts. So what? Listen. Hey. Black. I tell you, when you come to Texas, I got you. Especially if you go to Houston, boy. I got you. I got you on food in Dallas too. I got you.
What goes on in the D will have to stay in the D.
Boss call me big bag. Boy, y'all wrong as fuck on that. That boy said, Boss, I've been watching you at Amp for a while. I would love to talk ball with y'all. I really don't have true Cowboy fans to talk ball with. Shit, bro. Nah, this is confirmation. We been due,
man.
So this is what's gonna happen,
bro. Look.
When we do them
if
events,
you find a venue, bro, I was just talking to Wee Woo yesterday. I came to Dallas one time, not for a Cowboys game, but I actually catered an event in Dallas, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know that's what we ain't even got to hire a caterer, dog.
That's my dog. That's my dog, Montana. That's my dog right there. Montana, that's my dog, bro. Yeah, I mean, shit. I've been on the waist, man. Big back.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. It might be a game, dog. This might be one for the books.
It's looking very
It's shaping up that way.
It's looking very interested.
Now, you know one thing that I will
Kellen
say?
Moore just killing more.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Got that boy sacked.
Kellen, I knew he was in there somewhere. I got another one for that one too, boss.
You can't hide.
But I bet ya.
Yeah.
He trying to hide. I knew his ass was in there somewhere.
Man, he need to win this game, bro. I needed another week to bust shots at him, bro.
Them boys about to get the ball back with 2+ minutes. Why? How much? You know what? See, I need to do what we do. I'm about to pull it up. How much time got took off the clock for that
Then
drive?
he ran the ball.
Because see, that's the type of stuff we talking about. Because they threw it twice, if I'm not mistaken, right? The only reason the clock kept going is because Jalen had got sacked. But technically, if he had thrown an incomplete there, it would have stopped again too. Man, this is crazy, bro. And y'all want this dude? Fuck out of here, man.
For real. For real. Tyrone Church, I hope you're right. He said Kellen not coming. I'm low key on anybody.
3 plays, -3 yards, 13 seconds. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I had to say that. 13 seconds. Coach was in here right now, and this was the Cowboys. He would be beating the damn table, shaking his damn head, because you know he would be pissed off.
What we doing,
Kellen?
What we doing, Mike? Mike, what we
doing, Kellen? You know it.
He'll be blinking 8
eyes
times.
closed and all.
He'll be
Yeah,
blinking
it is.
a million times. Coach be
Well, them
blinking.
goddamn coach frames per second be crazy, dog.
But Coach,
he at least 85 frames a second, dog. That boy in HD, dog. I love Coach, man. Damn, I wanted him to be here this show, man.
Yeah. It's a lot going on, man. Yeah, Coach.
13 seconds is nasty. Okay, it ended up total taking 25. You didn't even take a minute off the clock. Damn it, they give you 40 seconds in between plays.
You know I'm finna tweet that. You sure it's 13 seconds?
Bruh, 25. 3 plays, -3 yards, 25 seconds. That is criminal, dog. I know we having fun and all, but at the same time, we still got to remember business is business. That's crazy. Is this your king? I knew his ass was in there somewhere, though. You can hide, but I bet you.
It's some people hate us right now, bro. If people that like Kellen Moore hate us right now.
Oh, they took the timeouts. I'm sorry. Stop, boss. Delete the tweet.
Ah, damn.
We was partying. Delete the tweet. Delete the tweet. Immediately. Eject.
Because somebody go come in there, boss.
See,
I trusted you, bro.
Thank you.
Let me delete that tweet.
Thank you. That's Tyrone Church. That's what an executive is, though.
Yeah, I had to delete it though, bro. It's gone. Cause somebody was gonna jump on my ass. Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. Oh Lord.
Technically,
we was having so much fun. I missed it. I missed the timeouts. Shit, I was in Dallas with y'all. Out the group chat. We was talking about food and parties.
Nah, bro. I need another week. I need to shoot holes in Kellen. As long as they don't win the Super Bowl, bro. And I feel you, Montana. I ain't gonna be mad if they lose. I'm just gonna be scared as hell all night because I think they gonna announce him as coach tomorrow, bro.
You know what? And see, the thing about it is, I think regardless of the outcome of this game, the Cowboys have made up their minds.
Yeah, me too.
Because see,
me
what
too.
you have here is a passing whore. And you know, Jerry and Steven always believe they can turn a good hoe into a housewife. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, you right. They got their mind made up. They might as well lose. So, because, them losing in a week.
Because then guess what? Then all that's going to do is push us back even further, dog.
Nah, I ain't going to say that, man.
We already behind the 8 ball.
Listen, one of them tweets I got might work, bro. Like, one of them might make them say, damn, look how people just hate Kellen. We need to rethink this. Damn, they reminded me
This dude
about
got a
them
hat and
option-
crap.
Yeah.
Them option routes, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, Tyrone Church.
Okay, and Stardom put a comment in too. Boss, some are confident that Kellen is not the pick. LOL.
Then shit, our campaign might be working. For real.
Wow. Okay.
For real. Because I've been telling people, man, Jerry and them check that Twitter, bro. They think I be playing
But the
on
pastor
that.
say, if I can just reach somebody.
Yeah, man. Listen, we made it loud, bro.
Where 2 or 3 come together.
And listen, and this is real, though, what I'm getting ready to say. I probably got 400,000 impressions myself. What do you think Tuck got?
That's crazy.
What you think Tuck got? What you think Law got? Who way bigger than me on No Kellen Moore. So if you add us all up in the last 3 days, we probably got over 2 million impressions in the last 3 days if you add all of us together. And that's not the whole community. That's DMV, that's Ron, Tuck, Law, me, Amp. That's not even close to the whole community. What if everybody got behind it? What if everybody hashtag No Kellen Moore? We could have over 4 or 5 million impressions saying no. Jerry go listen to that.
Wow.
It at least gonna get his attention.
Yeah. If LA just is protective of the football right here, they might be all right.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Man, I would be mad now. I see you on the Common Sense be working in there. Hell yeah. You all right, dog?
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. This is crazy. I got 2 phones, 2 computers, and a TV. I'm here with it, bro. This is crazy. Ooh. And he got out of bounds.
Hey, I'm gonna be so petty.
Courtesy of the snow.
I'm gonna be so petty if Philly lose, bro. Ooh, I'm gonna be petty. And I'm talking about I'm gonna be petty at Kellen. Not even the Eagles.
Now put
Boy,
that
you
thing
see
on the
that throw
ground.
by Stafford? God.
That's why.
Stafford.
Yeah. If he's protected, that happened. That catch happened right after I said that.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Rodney. That boy Rodney said I posted this on Facebook. Hashtag No Kellen Moore. Yeah, we fighting. And they hearing us too. See, I said this. A lot of people didn't really catch what I said. They tell you, they don't just wing it on the fan. For us to be, the first thing they say is this.
Update. The Cowboys are scheduled to speak with Kellen Moore today.
Good. It's your next head coach right there. That's what's coming. Have you seen the growing push, the growing hashtag out there that's like No Kellen Moore?
That's the first thing they said. That don't happen by accident. They plan. They not like us. They don't freestyle. You know how me and Amp, we didn't talk about what we was gonna talk about today.
No,
he just showed up. So now
late.
Yeah, he just showed. They have production meetings. We gonna talk about this at 8. We gonna talk about this at 7. We gonna talk about this at 6. So for you to lead the show off with the No Kellen Moore campaign is loud.
It was pressing on your mind.
Yeah, it's the first thing.
Oh my God.
I didn't hear anything about his interview, T Church. I didn't hear anything about his interview. What did you hear?
I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah, Stafford do got that on DP.
Oh no! Get up out of here. Remove.
Yeah, no more Kellen is hitting. Yeah, it's hitting hard. Yeah.
4th down. It's coming down to this. It's the protection. If Stafford was mobile, it'll be a different story. Yeah, that's ball game. That's why Jalen Carter looked the way he does. He ain't gonna be able to. That's what I was about to say. He ain't gonna be able to do that next week. You got to think it's snowing, so the traction and footing ain't good, and he's not mobile.
Man, I forgot. I got caught up. This stream was brought to you by BetUS, where you can receive 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2 deposits up to 2,000. Promo code YouTube 150. You could also get casino bonuses up to 200%. You can also get a crypto bonus up to 250%. Look like the Eagles are going to live on. We got another week to work the campaign. We got us another week to work the campaign. So.
An all NFC East conference championship. And that's crazy when you consider the North had 3 teams, and I'm talking about 2 teams with 14 plus wins, and the East is representing the entire NFC in the championship game on next Sunday. Wow.
That's the game. Let's give our final words, big dog. I'll go first.
Let's do it.
I appreciate y'all rocking with us. This is something new. I've never done this. I've never done watch parties for the playoffs. This is very cool. This is more freestyle and relaxed than games. I'm way more locked in when we play. I just love the relaxed environment. I do want to let everybody know that this has been a great week where, in my opinion, we have gotten better. Especially if you go watch this show. If you ain't watched the show, go watch it. It's go teach. It's just a good show, bro. I ain't gonna give it away. Get Out is a good show too, you know. But one of the things that I really, really appreciate, what I really, really appreciate is the fact that we are not sitting back taking it from Bubba Jerry. You know, I love that. I love that we not just sitting back allowing him to do whatever he want to do, and then we knowing our place. We showing we don't know our place. We showing that our voice matter, and it's better that we do it together. Now, will we win? Who knows? But this is the best part. It's gonna come with a fight, and it's not a waste, because this is the beautiful thing about the No Kellen Moore campaign. It's bringing back the facts of what broke down his system. So even if they take back Kellen, they gonna have to revisit these option routes and this no identity offense and taking what the defense give them, because it's only us that's loud about it. We ain't getting no major help from old media and legacy media. It's new media leading this and new media doing it right. That's my final word.
Great final word, man. I'm gonna piggyback off of that, dog. Like, you know, the old me, the me that used to watch the major 3 and 4 letter networks, I had a different set of mentality. But the good book tells us to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, meaning that we cannot stay and remain in the same train of thought, because as you gather information, as you learn things, you have to expand your thoughts. And so with all the evidence that Boss Cowboy has presented on Kellen Moore, he said, you know what, I've accumulated this evidence, but I'm not going to stop there. See, your average person would stop there. A regular person would stop there. But an executive, a playmaker, they're going to keep pushing and going. Because at the end of the day, when you look at it, you can say, oh man, our voice doesn't matter. But you know what I say? If you ever try. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Till your good becomes your better, and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.
This stream was brought to you by BetUS. Again, you can receive a lot of benefits from getting down with this. You could be able to make money off this the whole season, but you go get 150% bonus on your first 2 deposits, 125% on your next 2 deposits up to 2,000. Promo code U2150. You'll also get the casino promotion of 200% and the crypto promotion up to 250%. We out. We love y'all. Peace.